So do not say anything that's incriminated. I mean, incriminate yourself. Letting y'all know we live.
We live?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Kofi scammed me off of $3,000 in crypto coins.
He just robbed me, bro.
Yeah, facts. He just robbed all of us.
Lock that Canadian out.
I like how that switched. The narrative is switched to me when the real thief is here selling fake classes, robbing man just like Dr. Umar, bro.
Crazy accusations on my jacket.
Got a new Forex, niggas? We got another one. Yes, sir.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Hopefully my mic is alright, bro.
Yeah, you sound good on our end at least.
You sound good.
Okay. I don't know if you guys
Tony,
want to
your
hear
mic
my
sound
son
good,
crying. Hold up.
No, we don't hear him.
Alright, good.
He crying because you robbed him too.
College fun is finished.
Everyone's
It's
supposed
over
to
with.
I ain't even gonna put Tony's dirty laundry on the front street. I'm gonna let him, you know what I mean, get his shit off. But he did man's dirty today. But we ain't gonna get into it. We ain't gonna get into it. We don't have to get into it. We don't have to get into it. But he did man's dirty today. We don't have to get into it though. Now I'm gonna let him cook since this is his career path. You know what I mean? Just to come on the fucking computer and click and buy silly meme coins all day and shit.
Hey man, if it works, it works. If it works, it
The
works.
energy has shifted crazy. I don't know what happened, but the energy is different.
I'm saying, bro.
If we can't afford Subway tonight, man.
This guy got me by. I'm gonna say this guy. Yeah, I was getting Subway every morning. Now I'm getting Tim Hortons every morning because after I started dealing with Tony, bro. After I started dealing with Tony, I was getting Subway. I was getting Subway every morning, but now I'm getting Tim Hortons every morning, bro. That's what I'm getting.
You get tuna fish and Kool-Aid for dinner tonight, bro.
Tim Hortons is diabolical. Jeez.
The Indian man serve no Kofi no matter where he goes, bro.
Oh my god. Yo, chat, please let us know if we sound all right. Everybody on the panel, as you guys can see, everyone here, just make sure all our levels are good and you guys can hear us clearly. Do not suffer in silence, and you know what I mean, just let us know if we got to turn anybody up, if I got to turn myself up or anything. It's been a while, man. It's been a while since we done a podcast, man. It might have been like maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe. Who knows at this point, bro.
I was trying to think, what was I doing last?
Yeah, it's been like 3 to 4 weeks, bro, since we did a podcast, yo.
Yeah.
No particular reason. You know what I mean? No particular reason. Man just got stuff to do, bro. Man's busy. Man's a lot. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. If this podcast has to go to a bi-weekly schedule, because if it fits better, then shit, it might just have to be like that or something like that. But we here, man. We here now. And we're going to give you guys a good show. And as you guys can see, I got all my homies with me here today, bro. It's not just, you know what I mean, just J-Main, Strat, and Tony. I got all the boys with me here today. And, you know, we're going to talk some games, man, talk about what's going on. So I hope everybody's well. You know what I mean? I do want to shout out a couple of people in here before we officially get started. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the day ones, all the people who pop into the chat right away when we go live. We do appreciate that. You know, I got a little beef with y'all, bro. Y'all hit the like button a little too low, bro. You know what I mean? That's my beef with y'all on the low, bro. You know what I mean? Y'all hit that. You know what I mean? Y'all hit the like button when y'all feel like. We gonna show up when we feel like. You know what I mean? That's just the new model going on from here on out, bro. Straight up, bro. Y'all hit the like button when y'all feel like. We gonna podcast whenever we feel like. So sorry for those who really enjoy it. Hit that like button, bro. Then we'll return. Give us some fucking motivation. All right, man. Jazzy Jefferson, what's up, man? Been a while. AKL Max, what's good? Space One, what's up? Arcade, who else up in here, man? We got Nev. I got a beef with Nev. Yo, me and Tony both got a beef with Nev.
I got a beef with Nev.
We both got a beef with Nev, bro.
Air your grievances.
Yo, prior to the Nintendo, and Nev, you could come here and defend your case. You could come in, you know, and defend your case. You know what I mean? It's an open platform. He definitely is allowed. You know what I mean? Prior to the Switch release, that boy Nev was making it seem he was gonna be in the Mario Kart fucking trenches. In the trenches, bro. I don't know, man. I think he saw man's getting a little too good. The man fell back, Tony. What happened? Can you break down why he's not playing Mario Kart?
When he can't keep up.
He's getting cooked.
Holy.
Wait,
That's
so he
what
was there
happened.
at the beginning, but then
He
He was in the
away?
beginning. He was with us in the trenches in the Mario Kart.
Crazy. He
You
was
know what I
talking
mean?
crazy. About to ask this, or you can't see me this. The game drops. We play it for a week, right? He the king of, yo, man's pick up a game when they drop it in a week. I ain't buying it. Y'all gonna drop it in a week. Niggas went out and bought a whole Switch. We ain't seen him since. We cooked him about to ask. We ain't seen him since, bro. Now he talking about, yo, this Monster Hunter update. Yo, this Pokemon. I got another
You was
beef with
better
Nev.
off pulling
I got
one of
another
my
beef with
moves.
Nev.
Don't show up at all.
I got another beef with Nev, right? There's this nigga in my DMs begging me for money every single day. The nigga got 10 followers. One of the followers is Nev. This nigga Nev don't even follow me. Yo, Nev, it's on. Nev be in the Discord acting like he fuck with me, but it's clear. It's clear all the situation. It's clear all the situation.
That's one of two things. Nev either sent that nigga to come ask for money, or that's really Nev's sock account.
That's Nev. That's Nev.
Saying this is burner. Saying this is burner.
Yeah,
That's
I gotta
the
defend that
account.
because it was a little slanderous there. The guy has like 200 followers. You don't gotta exaggerate that much, Tony. Come on.
As I've always said, when Monster Hunter Worlds drop, and we said, Nev, let's play with us. Well, come on, you're the Monster Hunter god. He said, no, I'm playing with my in real life friends, not with you guys. Right? He said that to us, but this is nearly 10 years now, and I've never forgotten that. Nev doesn't want to play games with the homies, man. He doesn't care.
One night, you know how? I'm sorry, one night. You know how I know he's lying though? Now, one night, that man don't got no IRL friends. That's bullshit.
No, hey. I'm only saying what he said himself, and this was ages ago. But obviously, I got a good fucking memory, and he was like, "Nope, I didn't say that." This was way back when we was playing. I was beating Kofi up on fighters, so we used to switch back and forth from fighters and go to Monster Hunter. And he said, "Nope, I refuse to play with you guys. I would rather play with my in real life friends." So I was like,
He got
"Wow,
friends in real
really?"
life.
Oh,
I turned one night to the max, bro. He got to fix it on his end. You know what I mean? I think he's the only one that's a little bit on the quieter
I
side.
had to turn him
But
up.
I turned him up to the max. That boy just gotta yell in his mic or something, bro. And you just gotta put the mic to your face, bro. Pause. You gotta do something like that, bro. Anyways, yeah. Yo, who else up in here before we go ahead and get started and shout out a couple of our day one listeners, our real ones that always show up. Yo, who else? Say what up in the chat. We see Lee Greeny. He said everybody dropped Mario Kart. Not me and Tony. Yo, we in the trenches still, bro. I might be 95 hours deep.
Posted Mario Kart clips when we was playing Battlefield and shit. That shit was funny as hell. This was on Battlefield 6. He was posting Mario Kart clips. I was like, oh man.
Lee Green is right though. I heard that everybody dropped that game.
You know what? I think the community has some complaints with that joint. I think the community has some complaints with that joint, but the game is still a banger, bro. Like the game is really good still.
Yeah, I know they had released an update recently that was supposedly fixed a lot of the complaints with the
They
the
didn't.
community
It didn't.
or whatever. It didn't. Damn.
Nah,
So I think
It's
the
fine,
drama.
bro. People complain too much.
I think the drama behind Mario Kart is that people want to race on the set courses, not the intermission races. You know what I mean?
Is.
So I think that's what the drama is. So when they go online, they want just competitive course racing, but not the intermissions. But I never really understood. Like I get it, but also I don't understand at the same time because I think, I feel like it throws people for a loop when you get the random intermission. So at least, you know what I mean? But I guess people want to do their time trials and master the courses and, and see where they place type situation. My only gripe with Mario Kart more than 8
areas.
Yeah, my only gripe with Mario Kart versus like Mario Kart World versus 8 is that I do feel like is definitely a little bit lenient towards like being more item heavy. I feel like with Mario Kart 8, you could have like if you were just nice behind the wheels, like you could cook still. You know what I mean? Like you could cook, but I feel like there's a little bit more random. I don't know the right term to say, like a little bit more randomized in in Mario Kart World because of just there's so much players and there's just so much so much items that like will change the whole like factor of the game, the land side of the game type of situation. You know what I mean? So I think the balance is a little bit, makes it a little bit more harder to be consistent with the first place, even if you're nice at driving. You know what I mean? So I guess that's my point. But no, it's still a lot of fun, man. It's still it's a good time. It's a great game to come pick up and play. You wouldn't know, Jay, man. We told you to come play like a million times. You wouldn't come play, so you wouldn't know.
Nobody got time.
No, Battlefield, you don't pull up on the homies. Yeah, I mean,
y'all played 2 matches. Get the fuck out of here.
Battlefield, you don't pull up on the homies. Mario Kart, you don't pull up on the homies. Remakes, you don't pull up with the homies.
Yo, Jay might be on some Nev type of timing. He just don't really fuck with us like that, bro.
No, I don't listen. I don't talk shit about multiplayer games that I know might not pull up for. The games I talk shit about, I'm pulling up. Battlefield, y'all can get this, man.
So, and that's fine. Some people can be like that. That's cool, man. But like when Nev outright says he doesn't play with the homies, you know what I mean? And then later on, oh, you guys want to play rematch or some shit? And I'm like, man, you piece of shit for that. I love Nev, but you forget that people don't forget 8 years from now how he was back then when he outright said, me and Kofi were struggling amongst we don't know that shit, but Nev's a fucking scholar in that shit. So he's like, yeah, you got to use this, you got to use that. Oh, Nev, just help us with this. Nah, I mean,
I will say he made up for it in Wilds for me. He came through and he played a lot of Wilds when we were playing.
Bro,
we'll give him credit. We give him credit, Strat, right? He did pull up on us on Wilds a lot.
That's not the kindness of his heart, bro. That's not the kindness of his heart. That's his guilty conscience, bro. Like, he's feeling sorry for you guys, bro. Don't have.
Shout out to Nev, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to Nev for real. DX Taker, what's good? What's good? Benji in the chat. Max, did I already say Max? But let's go ahead and get started. Let's not waste too much time because we do have some things to cover. We're gonna go over some of the topics from the past couple of weeks, but we're gonna probably focus on more of the recent stuff. You know what I mean? Y'all don't want to really hear about old stuff. So but before then, man, it's been a while. What's everybody been playing? Jamie, you're supposed to be 25 games before this year ends. I know you're hoping that this podcast ends before you got to pay out the chat, but I might just keep this podcast going until you pay. Then I'm gonna close that shit. Then I'm gonna close that shit. Then I'm gonna close the shit.
Listen, Kofi, I'm not gonna be able to make it for the next 16 weeks. Let me think of some more excuses. Listen, I gotta take care of my grandmother. It's getting rough, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna be here for the rest of the year.
J-May said he's going to be 25 games, or he's gonna give away like 50 bones and gift cards to the chat, bro. That boy.
250 bones.
He's at 250. That's a crazy bet. That's a crazy bet.
I'm in the chat that day.
J-May,
I must have been off the games.
J-Man, it's been 3. J-Man, it's been like 3 weeks. Did you lock in and beat anything in 3 weeks?
Hell no, I ain't beat nothing in 3 weeks. Oh my god!
Yeah, you know what the date is? We almost in September, right? Oh my god, bro!
I'm at like 90 hours in that shit. It's over for that bet. I'm gonna come through though. I'm gonna come through with the 2. Listen, I even was gonna spice up the pot. I'm gonna take the do-rag off at the end of the year. I'm gonna come through with the 250.
Lying.
I promise you. I'm gonna do it.
I feel like the people would be like, "Fuck the money, let's take off that."
Right.
Low key.
They don't even think I got a head on here.
we might give you a discount if you take off the do rag. Yeah, we might even give you a discount on that joint, bro.
I think it's been 5 years since I've seen what's underneath there.
Probably since the last time we met up in person is probably the last time I seen this nigga, bro.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's facts.
That's crazy.
Just know that I made a few trips, so you know what I'm saying. Just waiting for things to heal up.
Well, Meds, why don't you put them on, Meds, discover something before we continue with the games you played. Meds, put them on.
No,
Meds, put them on.
I did not go to Turkey. We'll talk after the show. I got some shit for you, Jimmy. So you don't have to look a fool when you take that shit off.
Why exposing man's business like?
I'm not afraid of the baldy either. I'll be straight with the ball. I just want to lose.
You can rock it. You can rock it, bro.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to get my face like slimmed up and shit like that. So,
bro, you used to get such a close cut anyway. Like you look almost the same bald anyway.
Yeah, I didn't have my shit long or nothing like that. But now last time I spoke with y'all, I've been outside mostly. Like I play. Of course, I've been playing Death Stranding, Battlefield 6 open beta.
I saw you on Death Stranding yesterday.
Yeah. I'm like doing all the facilities and shit as I go, so it's making my playthrough longer. But I don't mind because I like the unlocks and shit that you get from the facilities. I was outside. I went to the Breezy concert. That shit was amazing. If you haven't got a chance to see Chris Brown, like that nigga is a living
We got beat
legend.
up.
He wasn't all that for me, I tell you that.
When did you go?
Yeah, like 2018, I think.
Oh no, this one was different. Trust me, I seen him actually a few years ago, and then I seen him again this year in Philly, and it was way better. It wasn't even close. We actually, it's crazy because actually I ain't gonna say we, but the people there actually ended up breaking into the stadium because they waited till a half hour before the showtime started to start letting people into the stadium, and it's like 20 to 30,000 people that was attending the show. So by the time like 7 o'clock, which is showtime start for like opening acts, they was just now like really letting people in. So people started bum rushing the gates. Shit was wild. Like motherfuckers it could have ended up like that Travis Scott situation where like people got trampled over and stuff like that. Some people did like pass out, some people got knocked out. Like it was wild. But
That's crazy.
yeah, shit was crazy. We was squeezing through the fences and the gates and it was nuts. But that was their fault. Like they shouldn't have waited that like, you know what I mean, that long to let people in. Like I understand
Who
people
opened
did
up?
the wrong thing. Oh, Bryson Tiller and Summer Walker.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
those was dope.
That's nice.
Summer Walker
those
set
are
fire.
those are definitely some opening acts.
Honestly, yo, it's just crazy that you think I was running back Summer Walker's first album, and I was thinking to myself, wow, what a time, bro. That album is a certified classic, bro. That Over It album is a certified banger, bro, top to bottom. Incredible music. She kind of fell off a little bit. Like she hasn't really. I feel like she was like in front of everybody. She was fronting to everybody that year that she came out, bro. Her music is amazing, though. I love her music.
Well, she was dealing with like social anxiety and shit like that too, and all of that. But she needs to stop getting work done. I can tell you that much. I think like
Yeah. She cooked herself, definitely. He ain't lying about that. All right, so you've been playing Death Stranding. That's about it for the past 3 weeks. You've been trying to cook up that. You said you played obviously the Battlefield beta. You checked that out.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Great overall. It definitely, they let us test the smaller maps, but I'm hoping like the rest of these maps is bigger, so we can get the real conquest feel. Because some like the smaller maps, I like two. How many? It was 3 maps in the beta. I like 2 of them. The third one, that peak shit with the snipers. That one I didn't really like that one that much, but the other maps is cool. Everything else about the game is overall great. But I just hope like the other maps are really big and it really gives you that conquest feel. So
okay,
we'll see.
We'll probably talk about it a little bit more. Because I'm pretty sure most of us here has tried out the beta, so we'll probably cover our thoughts a little bit more after we go around the room, see what everybody's played. Strat, man, what you been on, man? Past 3 weeks since we did a podcast. Yeah, what you been on? What you been playing?
I'm playing, bro. I'm playing Gears Reloaded now. I'm playing Metal Gear Solid Delta. I'm playing Hollow Knight. I'm back into Helldivers, bro.
Sheesh.
Oh yeah,
It's never ending, bro. Yeah, that Halo is fire.
Yeah. I will say
this is a busy time of the year. I'll say that.
Yeah, I will say I was just about to say that. I'm lock and loaded with games to play, bro. Like I'm content. Like I'm actually I have a lineup of games that I'm still need to clear through. So I'm happy. I know some people are complaining about the release cycle, but I'm behind. I'm behind on a lot of stuff.
I'm still playing Expedition 33.
Yeah, I haven't finished that either. I'm like right at the beginning of the year.
I'm at the last act of that.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yo, are you asleep, Mr. Yokio? You asleep?
No sir. I was just gonna say, why is Kofi gassing this year up? I'm more content because I renewed my PS Plus subscription and I've been eating good on PS Plus, low key. Before I was feeling like, as someone who buys all the new releases, like PS Plus kind of trash, like it's not day and date, this and that. But I'm on that Sword of the Sea bangers, low key snuck into like a game of the year contender. Yeah, for me, I don't think it's my favorite, but it's top 3. It's top 3 for sure. It's like the first game I played that even really like uses the dual sense that I felt. This helps the game. I didn't feel it, and I didn't feel the raindrops and the little metal tin 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 in Astro, but I wasn't feeling it. But here,
That's crazy.
here it cooks. Here it cooks. I don't remember in Returnal. I don't remember.
He's saying Sword of the Sea, or I think that's what it's called. Has
Sword of the Sea.
Yeah, Sword of the Sea. Yeah, Sword of the Sea has like the best implementation of the DualSense, which. He gassing up so much, and now I gotta try it out. I was always looking forward to that game because I remember when I seen it, I'm like, yo, this looks really good. Obviously, it looks like a cross from, like looks like Journey a little bit, but it got a little bit more going on. You know what I mean? This is the same developers that did Abzu, J-Bane's favorite game that he plays four times a year. You know what I mean?
Giant Squid. They don't only
Giant Squid. I say Giant Squid. Yeah, that's it. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely gonna check it out, man. It's on the list.
I tried to play Journey. I know it's only like an hour and 40 minutes. Straight buns. I wasn't feeling it. Dropped.
That's a good game, Tony. I saw your tweet about.
But this, I saw this feels like Journey. If it was actually a proper game, it feels there's gameplay here. It's not just some artsy fartsy type situation, but visuals are great. Visuals are great. Gameplay feels responsive. Like everything. It's firing on all cylinders. It's firing on. I'm going for the platinum.
That's dope.
I'm going for the platinum.
Yeah, that's on the list too, bro. I got so many games on the list.
Yeah, I got it downloaded. I didn't even get a chance to touch it.
Bro, I got so many games on the list, bro. And honestly, I know y'all be clowning me for the platinum stuff, saying I be caring about that shit too much, yo. But that's actually been keeping me on the games a lot longer too. You know what I mean? It's keeping me on the games a little longer. And I actually like that. I kind of like that on the low, bro. You know what I mean? It's been keeping me there longer. It's keeping me a little bit busier. So now I have like a back catalog of games just to get to, a bangers to get to too. So I'm glad about that. Meds, what you been on, man? What you been playing?
I've been on same shit as Strat. I've been on I'm actually playing Helldivers literally right now. And it's fire. Helldivers is still as great as ever. Great fucking game. And on that Gears Reloaded.
Dope.
That's
dope.
honestly all I've been playing lately. Let me see what else. I might have been playing oh, you know what? I started the first Mafia. That game's it's I don't really got much.
How could I forget Mafia, the old country, bro? Game of the top 3 games of the year.
Oh. Calm down. Calm down. It's great. It's a good game. It's a good game.
Like really like that game.
Yeah, it's good. It's good, amazing, but it's not one of them ones. Relax.
Nah, it's one of them. It's one of them.
It's not one of them ones,
bro. It's a contender.
First person I heard say that, bro.
That boy loves it.
That game stinks.
Strat is cap. Is he serious?
He's serious. He loves it.
He loves it.
That game was fantastic, bro.
Oh, you know what? I just remembered. I've been putting some hours into Ghost of Tsushima on PC.
Nice.
I tell you what. About Ghost, it's not that I don't like it because I do. This shit ain't nothing special. It's a Ubisoft game. Like I don't get all the hype. I really don't. It's just a Ubisoft game. Which again, I like Ubisoft games, so I'm not hating on it. I like it, but it ain't nothing to write home about. It's all right.
Yeah, I agree.
I actually agree with that. I agree with that take. You know what I mean? I'm one of those people who's kind of defending its original Metacritic. I think like what it got is actually what it deserves. You know what I mean? Like
it's like 80.
It's like a nice little 85 piece. You know what I mean? It's nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing. The way people talk about it, it's a little bit higher. Hopefully, with the sequel, they improve the gameplay loop a little bit better. I think it will be better because just there's gonna be more variation, at least with weapons and stuff this time around. So, but we're gonna see. We'll talk about that a little bit later too because the game has gone gold, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. One night.
I need to get my hands on this game in the back.
It's coming out in October. It's coming out in October.
Fuck, it's gone gold already. Shit.
Yeah. That's really good. It's really good. Yeah.
I can't even lie. I haven't played any of the games you guys have just spoken about.
That's fine. But what you been playing? You play anything else?
Yeah. I mean, I'm playing games, but I haven't touched Metal Gear Solid. I haven't.
Me either.
Gears.
Me either.
I played the Battlefield 6 beta. I actually really enjoyed it. Not enough to say, I'm gonna fucking get it day one or some shit, but I did enjoy it. I can't lie. What else have I played? I really like. I mean, like, I'm the oldest person here, aren't I?
Yeah,
I believe so.
I realized that I realized that I'm right, set in my ways of just what I just want to play, and I'm happy to play it. So I'm just on my like Metroidvania games. I've played a shitload.
Yes, sir.
And it's like it's like my favorite genre of games, but I can truly appreciate and sit down and play them. So I've played like Blasphemous on PS5 again. I started Blasphemous 2 on PS5 going through it. I played it on PC. It's a great game. It's probably one of the best games ever made if no one's ever played it. One of the best series ever made. It sounds like a very yeah, I'm not lying. If you like Dark Souls, if you like Metroid, Super Metroid specifically, and Castlevania Symphony of the Night, it's probably one of the best I'll put a bold statement and say I think it's better than Hollow Knight, and I think Hollow Knight's a bit overrated for a Metroidvania game, but everyone loves it because it's art style and it's cutesy and all that sort of shit. But Blasphemous has a really, really good story. It's got a
art direction is fire in that game too.
It's got a religious, like not even undertone. It's very religious and like quite taboo in many subjects, depending on like Spanish Christianity and Catholicism and that sort of stuff. But it's really, really good. If no one has played it or wanted to play it, I severely ask you to try the series if you like those genres I just spoke about.
And this is the same team that did the Ragebound game, right? Ninja Gaiden Ragebound.
Yeah, which I'm playing that too. That game
it is the same team. It is the same team, yeah.
Oh,
Game Kitchen.
no, yeah. The Game Kitchen, and they did Shovel Knight.
Okay. Yeah.
So they're good. Oh, and the soundtrack's amazing. Amazing soundtrack. So if you haven't played the series or you've never heard of it or you've seen it and wanted to get into it, it was on PlayStation Plus, the catalog. I urge you to try the series. Going back off what Tony said about the PlayStation Plus, Unicorn Overlord is on it as well. But if you like Fire Emblem or games like that, it's a really, really good game. That's what I'm currently playing now. It's not like I'm against like the games that are currently coming out. It's just that I play them in my own time, and I learned that I enjoy them a lot better when I'm in my own vibe. So that's why I'm not playing Expedition 33 for a bit of time because there's a lot of glasses on, and I feel like it's just blinding a lot of people about the game and overrating. I think it looks like a good game, but they're giving it a lot of credit than what it is, but probably because there's a drought in that type of RPG. So I'm gonna give it a bit of time and just sit down and actually play it. But that's
it's a game of the year, bro.
I see. I'm just hearing that, and I'm going. It's going over my head, man. I'm just ignoring it. Not
I understand,
I'm done,
bro.
But I want to sit down and actually play it in a good set of time. And I did that with Baldur's Gate 3, and I really enjoyed it for what it was. Not just because everyone says, "Oh, I can fucking fuck a goat or some shit." Oh, it was great. Like all that sort of shit. Or have sex with a bear, and you're like, well, I don't care. That's not what makes a fucking game of the year, innit? It's like everything that has to do with it. And I still don't think Baldur's Gate 3 was game of the year, but I enjoyed the game of what it was. So yeah, Unicorn Overlord, Blasphemous series I've been playing. Time Spinner, I just finished that as well, which is another Metroidvania game. And it's maybe want to get Metroid Prime just to play it on the Switch. But I don't like buying Switch games, not because of my recent history, blah 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 blah. I pay for my Switch games now, but I can't invest in the Switch economy because there's no trophy, there's no rewards for playing their games. It sounds so trivial and like trophies this and achievements that, but it really makes me want to play games on specific systems when it has trophies and shit behind it. But yeah, that's me, to be honest.
That's dope.
I think that's a valid criticism, by the way. I feel the same way about Nintendo games. I think like everybody here feels that way about Nintendo games. Like
yeah,
Nintendo makes a great games, but like honestly, I feel like obviously, you know, we're advocates of trophies and achievements, at least most of us. And I feel like it's just a great extension of the game. It builds communities. Look how many YouTube channels are built off it. Look how many forum pages are about it. Look how many websites are created behind it, right? Like I think it honestly adds to the community of a game. I don't see what's like the negative of adding it. You know, I know some people are super adamant against it. I don't understand why. If you don't care about them, just don't get them. If you do, you know what I mean? Like it's the same game regardless. I don't think they build games around trophies, so I don't know how it would really affect your experience like that. But I think you know, hopefully one day Nintendo wakes up and sees that it's only a positive if you add, you know, that feature to that system-wide feature to your hardware. It's only a positive. I think it just extends the life of games and just makes the communities bigger. But yeah, there's that.
Oh yeah, that Shinobi game. Oh yeah, that demo sold me on the game alone.
That's another one that looks
good.
good.
Demo in years. That Shinobi game. Oh, sick. Yeah, I'm getting that.
Yep. And I'll wrap it up real quick with myself. I got the platinum in Death Stranding 2 while we've been gone. Incredible game. It's currently my game of the year for right now until further notice. I still have to play Expedition, so let's see if that changes my mind. But I would say Death Stranding 2 is my favorite game so far I've played this year. I've also beat the Mafia: The Old Country. I enjoyed the game, not as much as Strat. I think the gameplay is absolutely mid. It's the absolute definition of mid, of mediocre in terms of gameplay. As for the story, yeah, it's a traditional mafia boss kind of, mafia story, but it's all about execution. How many fucking stories have we kind of re-experienced a million times since, whether it be film, whether it be video games? It's all the fucking same story these days, low-key kind of recycled, you know what I mean? But I think the execution is what makes shit great, right? I think the story execution was pretty good. I did have some questions by the end of it that had me scratching my head about like, yo, why didn't you go about it this way, or why didn't you go about it that way? But in the end of the day, when I really, sat with the game and thought about it, it did make some sense. I really enjoyed the narrative of the game, but the gameplay was definitely the weakest part of the game. It's just not fluid. It has the weirdest aggressive weapon sway, so just aiming is just a little bit weird. It's just not snappy enough.
They can't aim, people. They can't aim.
No, it's not snap. It's just not snappy enough.
Shooters ain't for these guys.
Mafia: The Old Country. Yeah, so the game was, I enjoyed it though. I enjoyed it. I'm still standing behind Mafia 2. It's still the best Mafia game I've ever played in my entire life.
Absolutely.
Mafia 2 is a certified classic. So, what else have I been playing? Mario Kart, I've been playing Mario Kart with the boys in the Discord here and there. Yeah. And, Donkey Kong, man. How can I not mention that? I beat that game. I beat Donkey Kong Bonanza.
It took this nigga 6 months.
I forgot all about that game. Holy.
Donkey Kong Bonanza. I did beat that game, and my take for that game is it's a great game. I won't go far to say it's amazing after completion. It's a great game. Amazing is a little bit of stretch.
No platformer ever?
I don't think so. I think it did drag. I think it did drag on a little bit too longer than it overstayed its welcome. I think it overstayed its welcome a little bit. Because it got to a point where I'm like, okay, I think I'm ready to be done with this game, even though like it has so much post game content in the sense of there's so much fucking bananas to collect. Pause. But yeah, man, I did beat that game. I enjoyed it for what it was. It was solid. It's solid. I can't think of anything. It's Microsoft sent me the Outer Worlds 2, people. They sent me a game preview. Yeah. They sent me a game preview of the Outer Worlds 2. Right? It's not the full game. It's a preview. You know what I mean? Your boy's plugged in.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And your boy played all but 10 minutes of the game, bro. I booted up, made my character, and I just couldn't get to it, bro. I was busy. Unfortunately, I was busy. The funny thing, they sent me Ninja Gaiden 4 as well. Unfortunately, I couldn't get to it.
You missed that one?
I was busy.
You didn't even let me know. Crazy
bro,
out here.
I was busy. I didn't even play it, bro. They sent me the preview build of that. I just got busy. I couldn't play, bro. It is what it is, bro. Your boy's busy. You know what I mean? I got a life. I work. I got family, bro. I'm busy, bro.
A question about the previews. What's the capacity of what you're playing? How much are they giving?
Well, from my experience with like experiencing, it's like it's almost like a demo of the game. Like when I got the South of Midnight preview, it was pretty much up to a certain chapter. Like it lets you play the full chapter of that, then it's over. It's like a preview build of the game. It's not the full game.
Usually like the first hour, right?
Yeah, it could be more. It could be like a first couple hours or a couple of chapters of the game. You know what I mean? So I would have loved to come here and report to you guys about the Outer Worlds 2, but unfortunately, I think it's over right now. I think it's over. I don't think I can access it at this point because I think the previews came out. But I was just so busy I couldn't even really get to it, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I could not get to it. So we'll play that when it does launch. Hopefully Microsoft does go ahead and just send the code for that. I'll get to it and I'll play that. You know what I mean? What else? I'm trying to think. Gears came out. I only played a match. Once again, there's just too much to lock into right now, but I will get to that when I get to that. I think I'm gonna co-op it with Strat here, so we're gonna run through that, and I think I'm gonna try and go for the platinum on PlayStation for that too. So
me too,
bro. Kofi, you gotta get like 1 million kills or something.
Yeah, we got a 10K. I think I could grind it out. We could grind. I think we could. Yeah, it is a lot. We could grind it out.
That's the online trophy.
What you say?
Yeah, you got to get an online trophy.
Yeah, there's mad online. Yeah, there's mad
it's
online.
Like I think it's called ridiculous. Yo, before we move on to the next topic, I wanted to say, because one night really I love Metroidvanias like one night, so I wanted to just say something. The Rogue Prince of Persia came out, and it's on Game Pass, and I think anybody who likes Metroidvanias and or roguelikes should check that shit out.
I haven't downloaded.
I playing Hollow Knight, and I'm fucking with it.
I'll be honest, right? This is one way just to get me like so limp about Metroidvania games is when they add roguelike.
Oh, man.
It really annoys me for one specific reason. It pisses me right off. I can't stand it. Whenever I see like a cool Metroidvania game and I look through the friggin' contents of what the game's like, roguelike, I'm like, wow, thanks a lot, man. I fucking hate it. It's so annoying. It's so lazy.
But I gotta say this though, like I played Dead Cells, and Dead Cells is like a Metroidvania that is roguelike.
Yeah.
And it's one of my favorite games of
Low-key Soldier Returnal, and it's a banger, yo. Returnal's a banger. I don't care what nobody
says. That's what I'm saying.
It's so lazy, man.
Dead Cells is one of my favorite games of all time, and some of the developers that worked on it made this game, so I'm gonna check it out. And if you like Dead Cells, you should check out Rogue Prince of Persia.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that's pretty much all I've been. I can't think of anything else. That's everything that I've been playing for the past 3 weeks since we've been gone. Before we move on, I do want to acknowledge this super chat donation from Papa John's. We really do appreciate it. He says, Kofi, a bunch of JRPGs dropping this year and early next year, like Final Fantasy Tactics, Trails in the Sky remake, Dragon Quest 1 and 2 remake, and Octopath Zero. You getting any of them? Most out of all the games that you listed, I need to run back Final Fantasy Tactics because it's just been a while since I played that game. And Dragon Quest 1 and 2, I've never experienced those games, and I do wanna play those games. That and
the third one's already out, right?
Yeah, the third one, even the remake. Yeah, I want to play that too. It's just, yo, bro. Once again, people are talking about a drought. There's a lot of things I'm interested in that I just even know I'm gonna have the time to play at this point in time.
Ain't no drought this year, bro.
If it's a drought, it's a you problem.
It's a good.
I think so. I think I really do feel like that. I feel like right now there's a lot out there, and it's very in different styles of games too. Like I can only understand if you're a fucking metalhead or a fucking you just need guns and you just want to blow up buildings and shit. Like that's the only shit that you into. Then you might say it's drought, but if you're someone who has a kind of like a kind of a wide palette of like games that you like, there's actually a lot of cool shit out.
If you like check out AAA big budget game bangers, even indies, you probably feel like it's a drought. But everything else, I think is like
there's definitely something for everyone.
There's something for everybody.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so you know what? Let's go ahead and start with Battlefield. Let's go ahead and start with Battlefield. Just a quick. We don't gotta spend too much time on it. But just pretty much quick impressions. I know J-Main touched up on it a little bit. Strat, you play Battlefield. I was never the Battlefield guy. So I can admit that. I was never been into Battlefield. Personally, I was always a Call of Duty guy over Battlefield. You know what I mean? So, Strat, what was your impressions of the beta? We don't have to stay too long over here. We could just, touch it and go.
The solid 8 out of 10.
You enjoyed it? Is Battlefield back? Is it back?
It feels the most back it's been since 4. I feel like this is the most back it's been. I never liked 1 or 5. I never liked using those weapons from World War I or World War II. I always liked the modern day setting. 2042 was a turn in the wrong direction. A lot of people know that.
Yeah.
This one, it's a lot
I ain't
more.
Gonna lie, it was hard going back to 2042 after the 6 beta.
I saw that there's a huge people trying to get the stuff for the 6, the free stuff. It's just whole lobbies just being AFK.
Yeah, they got mad farm lobbies. They put y'all to shame what y'all did on Concord.
and with the latest and with the whatever DICE Studios or Battlefield Studios said, they're improving upon it even more, like slowing down. Because the gameplay, people are playing this game like Call of Duty, jumping over corners, jump shotting, sliding 300 feet to another part of the map. Like it's like what Battlefield was never that.
The movement boys was going crazy on but that's what a lot of the conversation was when people was on Battlefield. Is like a lot of the people was like, oh shit, they got crazy movement over here, but Battlefield was never that. So
yeah,
I was happy.
It was always a slower pace.
That's interesting. That's interesting. I did put some time. Obviously I'm gonna check it out. Free beta. So I did play it, and I will say from what I played initially, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was getting mopped. I think my first night of that shit, I was getting mopped. I ain't going front, because the thing is, in Battlefield, you gotta move. Shut up. I wasn't even playing with you first night. Shut up, bro. The first night when I was playing, since I'm not really Battlefield's not my expertise or something that I never really put much time into. It's just my movement, the way I was moving around Jamie and around the map, always led to me getting clapped, right? But I think by the second night, I started to pick up how to move around in the game for real. You know what I mean?
As soon as he started with quote unquote camp.
I was a captain. I was a captain
for him.
Yo, because Battlefield's one of them games where it's not super. There's areas where it's a little corridory, but there's mad open air. So when you run outside, I'm that type of man that want to run and gun, bro. You know what I mean? I was always that's why I kind of always gravitated towards arena shooters and stuff like that. So you know what I mean? So when I came outside, pop, 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 getting clapped from across the map. Getting blasted. So I started to learn my lesson. I was just getting frustrated. Turned off the game. Said, fuck this shit, bro. Turn this shit off. Came back to the game, you know what I mean? Then I started picking up. I saw my KD start rising. Now I'm not getting more deaths, you know what I mean? I started picking up because I started moving different. I started taking my time a little bit more, hugging the wall, because the thing about Battlefield is
laying prone.
I was laying prone. The thing about Battlefield,
you was crawling through the map.
No, I wasn't crawling through the fucking map.
Being revived every 5 seconds so he wouldn't get a death, on the scoreboard.
I mean, I'll do but I'm just saying, the second time I played, which I never played a whole bunch of matches. I only played a few matches, but I did so much better the second time I played. The thing about Battlefield is there's so much, in a Call of Duty map, bro, the corners. You know where people can enter. Yeah. You know where the thing of Battlefield is you can't watch every side like that. You can't cover every side like that's so crazy. You know what I mean?
So it's a 3-lane format. So where the action is gonna be kind of based on Battlefield is not like that. It's more sandboxy, so they can come from anywhere.
They come from anywhere. So you kinda have to move a certain way. And I kinda started picking that up. So I can't even lie, towards the end of that shit, I was having a little bit fun. When I started cooking a little bit more, you know what I mean? I started having a little bit of fun. I still think I'm not buying it day one though. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Big skip for that, bro.
The last day of the beta, we were playing a few games. We stopped playing and play some Mario Kart. Next thing you know, he's messaging us yeah, that Battlefield was kind of lit.
Yeah, it was. It was kind of fun. I was starting to have fun with it, low key. But the reason why
I slided up on the last day of the beta, and we was having a blast. I even started liking the map that I didn't like because when you got a squad and everybody coordinating properly, that shit is nothing like it.
I just had mad. I was
setting up the spawn beacons in one of the 2 towers. Me and Strap spawning in the back, coming through clean, and
it does. I will give them credit. They do create moments that you don't really see in other multiplayer because of just because of the scale of things and the destruction. It does create those kind of wow moments that kind of oh shit, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I feel like if I buy it, I'll probably put a nice little 10 hours into it and never play it again. So I feel like it's a waste of money for me to get into.
You might not want to buy it. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Or if I'm gonna get it, I have to get it on the low. Get it on a deep sale. Then maybe if mans are still playing on it, I might hop on. I don't think it's a day one game for me personally. It's just not. You know what I mean? Not every game's for every person, which is fine, bro. It is what it is, bro. It is.
Subscribe to that EA Plus for a month.
I'm not that thirsty to play it though, so I'll just wait on a deep sale. I'll probably catch it on a little 30 piece. A little 30 piece. I might pick it up. If the guys are still playing it, we'll see.
Great, because they still got so much more to talk about the game. They ain't even really revealed the campaign, and it's gonna have battle royale, which I'm not.
Campaign.
There's a ton of modes.
It's gonna have that too. So it's a lot more to reveal.
Well, I'm glad
they wanted to nail the multiplayer first.
I will say I'm glad that it seems that they turned around the ship. It seems like it got a lot of positive reception overall. A lot of people saying Battlefield's back. I think I even seen Mike Ybarra kind of throw some shots saying that
he hates
Battlefield about to Call of Duty Black Ops.
You can't listen to him, bro. He's a hater.
You think he got some shade from Microsoft?
100%. 100%.
Do with Microsoft. He's against, bro.
His comedy. I admire him for his hate watching is crazy. It's crazy.
They might have escorted him out the building like they did Sean Lee.
Mike is a hater, bro.
He's dedicated to it. I admire it. He's dedicated to it. So
bro, he left them. They acquired his company and he quit.
Oh no, that's Rod Ferguson. That's Rod Ferguson.
No, Mike Ybarra too. No, that was Mike Ybarra too.
Yeah.
He was
did the same
with
thing.
Yo, he was with Blizzard and shit. Wasn't that with Blizzard and
Yeah,
like
yeah,
wasn't he with
that's why he
Activision?
left. Yeah.
He left.
He was
left.
with Blizzard, and when they bought him, he left.
I'm pretty sure that is true, Jamie. I'm pretty sure. I'm 99%
It's
sure.
true.
Yeah,
and
he
did
was with Blizzard,
Ferguson
yeah.
waited a while. Mike Ibarra
Yeah,
did it
doesn't-
immediately.
He doesn't want to fuck. Yeah, he doesn't want to fuck with them niggas, bro, anymore, bro. You can
Oh yeah,
clearly
you're
tell he
right.
doesn't
You're right. Yeah, he left in 2024. That's funny as hell.
wanna- Yeah, he got static with them
Bro,
folks over there, bro.
But
He
people
don't
thinking
like
that
Phil
like
Spencer
Battlefield
and them, bro.
is gonna like outsell Call of Duty. You're bugging.
No,
Like,
it's not. It's not. It's not.
It's never gonna happen. But I think it do got Call of Duty sweating a little bit because they did
It might be a
put out
better
statement.
game, but
Is
Talking
Call
about,
of Duty too big to fail?
The skins and
Is,
shit like that.
is Call of Duty
I
too
think
big
it
to
is.
fail?
I don't. I think
100%.
over
I
time-
think it is.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I
Who in
don't-
here thinks
I
I
it's
don't think so.
it's
I don't think so anymore.
who
I don't
who in
think
here
so. I
real
don't
quick?
think
Let me.
so.
Who in here feels like Call of Duty can't do no wrong, no matter the quality of the product, that it will still
It's in
be a
the
success?
same boat. It's
I
in the
don't think
same
they go
boat as
like that
2K, bro.
anymore.
It's in
I
the
don't
same
think-
boat as
I don't
2K.
think-
it's
I don't
Madden.
think
It's like
that
2K.
All right, one
people
at
are
a
gonna buy
time.
it regardless.
One mic.
I'm sorry.
All right, go ahead, Meds. You go. Get off. Get your shit off. How you feel?
It's like It's like what Stress said. It's like 2K. It's like Madden. It's like FIFA. Even though the game sucks and everybody knows it sucks, people are gonna buy it.
I don't
And
know if
I wanna
that's
hear
true,
from-
but you
I wanna
have
hear Tony on
option,
one night
bro.
now.
You have no other option. You have no other option with the basketball and NBA games and all of that. Like,
What,
where else
what,
you
what
gonna
do you
go?
have for what do you have for a first person shooter other than Call of Duty? Really,
Battlefield.
for like the,
I
for
feel
the
like-
type
I
of
feel
map,
like-
for the type of maps and the type of
Yeah,
gameplay
you
that
know
it
what I mean.
offers,
It's kind of
completely
different. Yeah, Loki's kind of different
I
experiences.
feel like those are competing for just. I feel like even the first person shooters even compete with the third person. I feel like there's a little crossover. Like I feel
Bro,
like
there's not been.
people just
there's
go
not been
play
many
another on.
shooters.
I feel like people just go to another online shooting game. I don't feel like it's as stiff as I only want to play some first person shit.
The thing about that, Tony,
Even
is
the
I think
best
you're right.
Battlefield selling wise, it still didn't beat Call of Duty that year. So like,
It's
I
never
just
gonna
think
do it.
At this point, it's just
It's too big to
much in
fail.
the
It's
zeitgeist.
too big to fail, right? It's like it's just one of those. They hit one of those type of plateaus that it doesn't matter what they do with it, how mad the fan base is. Because there's been some years that when was that? What was that like old World War Call of Duty? I forgot what it was called, but I remember
World
there
War
was so
Battlefield
much.
1.
It was just a lot of. No, it wasn't World
Battlefield.
War II. It wasn't the World at War. It was like another one that was recent. It wasn't that long ago. It might be like 3 iterations ago.
Battlefield
I heard
5.
that. Not Battlefield. I'm talking about Call
No,
of
you're talking
Duty.
about Call of Duty.
I'm talking
Oh,
about
I'm
Call
sorry.
of Duty.
I think
I
you're
think
talking about
Vanguard.
World War II.
Vanguard.
World War II.
No. Vanguard. That's what I'm
Two
talking
and
about.
Vanguard. There's 2 of them.
Okay, yeah, Vanguard. This is the game. That's the game
Vanguard was
I'm talking about. Vanguard. I felt like the reception for that game was in the mud, bro. Like people did not fuck with that game at all, bro. And it still didn't cook the franchise. Like, you know what I mean? Like it seems like they can't do nothing. They can't do nothing wrong at this point for them to Call of Duty is just out of here. You know what I mean?
It might be Infinite Warfare, dog. Like that shit.
What's gonna happen is that people that buy Call of Duty and are also interested in Battlefield, they're gonna buy both. They're not gonna buy one over the other. They're gonna buy both.
Yeah. Only thing
Damn.
I would think will fuck them over is if they increase the price of the game so crazy.
That's cap. That's cap.
that,
That's cap. That's
Price
cap. You know why?
increase,
Because
I don't
people
think
spend
that-
money in the
If they
games,
charge
J-Man.
$150
They spend
for
money in the
base
games.
copy, people are not buying that. That would be
Yo,
insane.
I think that's a little cap too, because I feel like they spend money in game currency. That player base spends a lot of money in game currency, just like the 2K player base. You know what I mean? They spend a lot of money. If you're a hardcore 2K player, you're spending way more than just the regular base edition price. You want the virtual coin. You want to do the my player. You want to buy the drip.
That you're
know what I mean?
getting all of that extra shit with it. Because if you buy the crazy expensive editions of 2K, you getting VC with it. It's not like you buying the crazy expensive edition.
Yeah, but but the guy who gets that rees up. You know what I'm trying to say, Jamie? The guy who buys that rees up. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure. But just think about it now. It's an additional game price on top of that. I do think that would turn off a lot of the not the hardcore people that you're talking about, but the people that just pick up the copy and play.
I feel.
If there's
Go ahead,
one thing
Monet.
if there's one thing that I realized about us and in this hobby is price don't really mean shit. If there's something that we really want, us as individuals, if I really wanted something inside the space that I'm enjoying, I'll pay what I will believe is enough for my enjoyment. So if for example, you know what I mean, I want the new Onimusha game, right? I've been waiting nearly 20 years for that game. If that game launched at £100, I'll buy it. I buy it. I want. This is experience.
That's
I
real.
Want to
That's
play.
real. That's real.
It's
That's real.
experience. So that's just me for that simple Onimusha game. Let's just put on a bigger scale of like Grand Theft Auto 6. Millions of people. Millions of people are we waiting for the same game, probably with the same idea of me. I wanted to play Grand Theft Auto 6 for
like 13 years,
the last
right?
decade. Yeah. So you know what? If they charge me £120 for it,
yeah, I'm not batting an eye, bro. I'm not batting an eye.
I'm not even thinking twice.
I'm not batting an eye, bro.
So price increases doesn't matter about like Call of Duty. Yo, I was working in a game store in London when Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 dropped, and it was like a fucking debacle when they increased it by £5, and everyone was going crazy saying only Call of Duty could do this, and it released at £55. No other game of the year launched at that price, and people still came in droves to buy it. So I think it's just it doesn't matter, and Call of Duty can do that, and we know that. But I think where it's going to, where it could lose its shit, is that when something else gets as good at it, I think people will start to open their eyes and go, I mean, as much as we enjoy Call of Duty, we're just going to start playing this other game more. And that's what they don't like, is when they play the other game more to invest more in their ecosystem and in their fucking marketplace and stuff like that. It's about people playing it more than buying the Call of Duty. So when you look at it, like Call of Duty is for a specific audience. You can tell that now, and I think Battlefield wanted to identify this is our audience. We want core gamers that want to play boots to the ground shooting, not Beavis and Butthead like fucking teabagging each other. Do you know what I mean? Like.
I didn't know it was that bad with the skins. I watched the
do you know what I mean? Like, and I get it. Like, it seems more comical in like a Fortnite scenario. It's like the game's completely candid, but you change Call of Duty into what it was to what it is now. Like, you're gonna say to yourself, "What the fuck is this?" Like, people have that valid excuse. What the fuck am I playing? What is this? But Battlefield is staying true to what warfare is in a fucking gaming form. Like, do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
I think it's just that.
Yeah, the Call of Duty brand itself is just so big. Like, you could only imagine how much of millions and billions of dollars it's generated. You know what I mean? Like, you could only imagine. You can only imagine. So it's gonna take for a franchise like that to fucking die and fall. It's gonna take a hot minute. It's gonna take a hot minute.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on, man. What else, man? We've been away for a hot minute. Let's talk about this Helldivers shit. Shit, man.
Fucking hell, man. I jumped back on that.
What a beautiful update.
Bro, I'm playing right now, bro.
Yep.
I love it.
All right, so if you've been living under a rock, Helldivers has officially launched on Xbox, on the Series S and X. And so to our surprise, right? It launched, they teased Halo content. They teased Halo ODST content, but we didn't know when that was going to drop. But to our surprise, it dropped the same day as it released on Xbox. So, me and Strat I felt like it was me and Strat were talking about like this, or I could be just imagining this. Maybe it did happen, but I felt like we talked about it and we're like, yo, this must have been in the works for a hot minute then. You know what I mean? Like, if this was the case, the fact that this collaboration was available day one for the launch, this must have been in the works for a hot minute.
Yep.
And it seems to have worked, man. We're getting concurrent player counts for Helldivers, some updates, and we've been seeing some crazy numbers for it. The game was already a smash hit. The game was a smash hit on PC. It was a smash hit on PlayStation. So obviously, it launched on Xbox. It probably would have done, it has a higher chance of doing really well on that platform as well, even though, that player base is smaller because the game is just overall a universal smash fucking hit. You know what I'm saying? So
they said it hit like 500K concurrent.
500, yeah, 500.
Yep.
On the launch them.
Huge.
So that's great.
Yeah. So I know Strat has tried out the content. You want to break us down and like just tell us about it and how the ODST content looks? Is it just costume and weapons, or did they do anything else? Is there like?
Nah, it's just the armor and the assault rifle, SMG, pistol, and shotgun. I only have the assault rifle and the first armor set unlocked. But
They also
so far, like probably the most powerful assault rifle in the game.
That's a fact.
They also added a skin to make the pod that you jump down in.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
look like the Hell
I saw
Hell
like the
Jumper
Halo
pod.
green.
And also the vehicle that you can summon in Helldivers, they also gave it like a bit of a warthog skin. Not exactly, but looks a lot like it.
As much as it can be.
I wonder if it'll open up a future where they introduce like the flood or something like that, or even like the.
I can see somebody doing a mod for that. You know.
You know what? When I think about it, PlayStation was extremely smart. PlayStation was extremely smart for actually doing this collaboration, even if they had to put the game on Xbox. Because remember when the Helldivers launched, a lot of people were like, there was a narrative going around saying that, like ODST, Microsoft should have done this with ODST, you know what I mean? So the fact that they kind of nipped that, yeah, there was a rumor for some, so the fact that they kind of nipped it in the bud and just, let's just work with them, let's collaborate with them, this game's already it's even smart on their part. And why am I seeing mans in the chat saying Kofi had a 0.7 KD? Lord, that's not true, bro. That's not fucking true.
I'm looking name in the Battlefield stats.
But I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at it right now. It's a 1.37. What are you talking about? 8 games played. What y'all talking about? It says a 1.37. 1.37, 8 total matches, bro. I could put it on the screen right now. What are y'all
saying? Your viewers are lying?
I'm gonna put it on the screen. I'm accusing them. Who pulled that up? That must be some old Battlefield that I played for 2 seconds. Let me pull it up right now, because we're going to debunk that right now. 0.7 is crazy. We're going to debunk that right now live. Sick. Yeah, we're going to debunk that right now. That
seems accurate. I don't know. That seems
all right, let's debunk it right now, live on the pod. Let's debunk it.
It might have been 0.37, Kofi. Check that again.
Let's go. Let's debunk it live on the pod. What does that say? All my emails.
Pulling up the screen?
Look, it's on the screen right now, bro. My accuracy is kind of trash. I ain't gonna lie, but 1.37. It's not 0.7. That's disgusting, bro. Let's not do that, bro. Let's not do that. It
didn't pop up yet for me. Let me see.
Easy. Look, I'm gonna leave it. You see. It's my email. It's my email. They sent me. Stop lying on my name. Stop lying on my name.
I didn't know they sent emails like that. That's kind of
Stop lying on my name. Stop lying on my name.
Lee Green said without the revives, that's a 0.7.
Stop lying on my name.
That's a 0.7.
Yo, what's that accuracy, bro? What is that?
The accuracy's kind of buns. I ain't gonna lie. I can't even lie.
My accuracy is not controller, bro. I swear to God, from every first-person shooter, my accuracy's been a 15. Even back in my Call of Duty days in like Modern Warfare 1 and shit like that, it's always been 15. My accuracy is always low, but my KD be pretty decent.
Now we have to debunk that right now, bro. I'm sorry. I don't think I've ever in any shooter game I got a 0.7, bro. I must have turned that game with AFK if I ever got a 0.7. Come on, bro. We're not doing that, bro. We're not doing that.
It's not time to Last of Us on. It's not time to Last of Us.
Tony, you was ducking posting your stats.
He was. Go check the emails, Tony. Exactly.
I didn't get no email.
Of course he did it. All right, but back to the crossover, man. Overall, it seemed like a very wise business decision. I know like the PlayStation community was kind of crashed now. Now they're on some like doom posting stuff, like PlayStation going, but this seemed like a very wise, smart business decision that they did, and it looks like it's paying dividends. You know what I'm saying? It seems like they
got me to buy the shit.
They eating off it nice. So,
I spent money on that shit. But then I forgot you got to unlock everything by playing the game. So it's like,
I know.
Which I don't mind, but it's like I could have just built up my my super credits as I was playing the game and just bought it eventually.
I'm doing it right now.
It's all good. See what I'm saying? It's all good though. Like I don't mind giving them money. I feel like they've done a great job. I think they have like created a nice template of how you're supposed to do a live service game. I know it hasn't been perfect. There's been a lot of bumps in the road, but I think they've done a good job listening to the community and rectifying a lot of the issues that they have with the game and doing things right. Like it was even times where like that Killzone shit happened and they just ended up giving it to everybody for free because like they felt like it was priced too high or whatever. Like they do a lot of good stuff. And I don't know if they was like owned by PlayStation, that would have been the case. So it might be a good thing that they not, because maybe they have more freedom to listen to the community that way versus having a publisher, a big publisher to listen to and they'd be like,
Yeah.
nah, fuck that, we ain't giving that shit.
I mean, I feel like they still got to listen to Sony regardless, but they do got a little bit of freedom and leverage.
Yeah, like, cause think about it. At this point, they just getting a cut of it, of the shares versus like,
because they didn't even make this.
Everything will go to them. So, and then they get it off there. So they could be
And they
like,
didn't even make this
we'll
port.
do this and we'll take it out of our cut or something like that. But what you were saying?
It's the prep
I was gonna say
before
they didn't
Halo
even
comes
make
to
the
PS5.
port. Nexus made the port, so they're just reaping benefits off other people's work right now. You know what I mean? Like they ain't good. They're good.
Yeah. All right. So, with the release of this, and it's obviously uber successful, I'm pretty sure they're happy with it. Is this the Horizon Zero Dawn PC moment that people are calling it, J-Main? Do you think that now the flood doors are open in the sense that now, Xbox is about to see Spider-Man 2, the God of Wars are coming, since this one was a lucrative business decision? Do you think that's going to be the case? I think we had a conversation about this, but now that it's happened, what do you think? Where do you stand on it today?
I think in terms of like the big hitters on PlayStation, as far as like the console exclusives, I think they should look into bringing them over, because I do like, the running theme is like Xbox gamers don't buy games, but we know what that means in the sense like they're gonna show up for a fucking Spider-Man. Who's not buying Spider-Man? And I think at this point, if the gamer hasn't bought a Spider-Man or a PlayStation 4 Spider-Man or even played it on PC at this point, then the only way you're going to get them is if you bring it to that platform that they have. They're not going nowhere else to get it. Yeah. So at this point, who is putting Spider-Man 2 on Xbox hurting? It's not like anybody who wants to get a PlayStation has it already at this point. And shit, the prices ain't coming down. So we just seen the price raise happen. So it's like, you might as well just throw it over there and see what you can get from it. Throw Nixes on the port like they did the PC. And see how much money you can get from that shit. I think they will, support that in a good fashion where it becomes a profit.
Yeah. All right. So anyone else have any takes on this? Tony, do you have a take on this? That
I tried to go back and play it. I tried to go back. Oh, you're just talking about just in general about bringing it to Xbox?
No, bringing it to Xbox. Do you think this is some sort of signal that we're about to see the single players, like the Last of Us shit, move over?
The single players
crossover. Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I think it's coming, but I don't think this is a sign of it. I think it might come, but I don't think this means anything. I don't think the Helldivers joint means anything. It's not even a first party type game, so.
Yeah.
I don't think it means anything.
I think, look, man, the war's over, man.
I do think the war is
over. Yeah, the war's over.
The war is
definitely
over.
The war's over.
I think,
He's definitely right.
I think it's
Kids Move didn't get the memo.
Yeah, it's over. Like, you have to just put that to bed. It's done. It's done. Like, Xbox and Microsoft lost. Like, old news now. Okay, good. And I think it's just more about just unifying game. It sounds so kumbaya-ish, but it's just about unifying gaming now by the looks of it, while making like quid pro quo deals, like this Arrowhead one with Helldivers, for where we give you Helldivers, you give us Gears, like all that's so obvious, and that makes a lot of sense.
I agree.
That's really good for gaming in a lot of ways, because you get extra fucking like DLC and like crossovers in gaming is great. Like, it works wonders for like the FGC and fighting games, having a lot of games like fighters and like Fatal Fury and SNK games and Capcom games, and like crossing over everywhere. It works great. It works really, really well. So like, to boost life into Helldivers, it's a no-brainer having ODST and Halo, anything like that in it. Like, you can do like, I don't know, Hellgas invade fucking Halo, all that. So you can do so much shit in Helldivers universe. It's crazy. And Microsoft knows shit about live service and multiplayer games. So might as well just ask for their help in a like roundabout way by having some partnerships. So first party games like Spider-Man, I can see Spider-Man coming over in a few years time, just as much as I can see Fable coming over in a few years time. Like, it works. I mean, as I said, war's over, man. Just like back it in.
I couldn't agree more, and I think that was pretty much my sentiment the last time we spoke about this. I think the console war is over. If we're just going off the facts, Microsoft lost. It is what it is. So they reposition themselves. They're playing a different game now, right? So once again, them acquiring all these major publishers, they need PlayStation. You know what I mean? You don't just buy Activision and you need PlayStation. You need the customers there, you know, for the Bethesda games. You know what I mean? You need them. So now that happened, so it was only obvious that, you know, they were gonna put all their games there, and if they're already gonna put like all the Bethesda games, gonna put all the Call of Duty games. They're like, fuck it, yo, why not put the Halo there? Let's put Forza there. Like, and they did, and look at the results of that, right? Them putting Forza on PlayStation, it was literally like one of the best sellers on that month, and it's been cooking still. I think for MPD, yeah, I think on MPD too, it skyrocketed because of the PlayStation release. So at this point, Microsoft is going to be just one of the biggest third-party publishers out there, and I think honestly, when it's all said and done, I know like people are be sad at like oh less competition, this that, but it's all said and done. I think the market kind of it picked. You know what I mean? In the end of the day, Xbox just couldn't keep the momentum instead of when it comes to being a desirable home console, right? Like it couldn't compete in that fashion. So now they're playing a different game, which is okay. And if things have to evolve for shit to survive, for me, as long as these games still live, the franchises I love still are being created. I don't care where I have to experience them, whether it will be on a PC or a PlayStation. But yeah, the traditional console race is over. You know, I think people are just hanging on to like some old shit, but like that shit is over. I think Microsoft lost. When you see PlayStation at 80 million consoles sold and Microsoft is reportedly around 30, like what is there to be said? Like it's over. The war is over. They can put their games on that platform. Nothing's gonna happen. A God of War can launch on Xbox same time as PlayStation. It's not gonna change the narrative. I think just people already chose. You know what I mean? People already chose the public. You know what I mean? But it doesn't.
They've already like. Microsoft's already admitted it as well in a roundabout way, because like even how they were like interacting on social media, like in the like mid 2010s, there was a lot of it was very competitive in how they spoke to their audience and stuff like that. Nowadays, it's not really like that anymore. They're just like, you know what, we understand what we got to do, like take it or leave it. These games are going to these other platforms. Like, just deal with it, sort of thing. Like, that's how it is now. It's not, we hear you, all of this sort of shit. We're going to try and do better. They're like, yeah, Forza's coming on PlayStation this day. Indiana Jones is coming on fucking PlayStation this day. Like, deal with it, sort of thing. So they know it's done, and they know where their position is and what their mission is. And PlayStation is doing it as well, just by saying, like, you know, this is how we're going to do
things is different, man. And I think a lot of us are old heads. Like some of us, obviously, we've been gaming for years. Like if you're in this room and you're watching, it's probably some of us been gaming this for fucking years. So we've seen all forms of how like the console space has looked. And yeah, when you look back and you think how things used to operate before and you look at it today, things are extremely different, bro. And I think that's okay. I think that's kind of part of life. Things change, right? And it shit doesn't stay the same forever, right? Shit changes. As long as you're still playing your video games and having a great time, like in the end of the day, does it like really matter? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, you're linking up with your friends, you're playing the games that you want to play. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, it's not like Xbox is dead. They're just gonna live in a different way now. You know, they just live in a different way than they used to.
I remember when I got my GameCube and I had that Sonic Adventure 2 battle on my GameCube. I was like, this is weird, man. This is so strange. Why am I playing Sonic on my GameCube? Like, do you know what I mean? Like when times changed that then.
Yeah, switched up.
Like, you never. That was some, you know, like taboo shit. Like you'd never see that day happen.
Yeah,
you'll never see it happen.
And it fucking happened.
Ever.
It was. It happened. Sonic. Sonic came on the fucking. Yeah, Sonic came on fucking Nintendo. Like it was just. Yeah, like that's just different. You could only imagine how people felt. Yeah.
Yeah. And no one cared. No one actually cared. No one cared. No one gave a shit. It was like, oh, okay, yeah, you know, wow, it's cool to play.
Yeah, should just evolve, you know. Yeah, so I think this is the same thing that's happening now. You know, I do think obviously we know Microsoft is making another hardware. We'll see how, you know, after that how that looks like. I think I said on this platform already. I feel like their next hardware is going to be their last. It's probably going to be their last OEM hardware. Then they're just probably just going to get like a different company to do it. You know what I mean? I do feel like they're going that kind of PC direction at this point. So, but it is what it is. If that's how the space is going to look like going forward, then that's how the space is going to look forward. But you know, I think we pretty much talked about that enough. Let's move on to some other topics.
Hey, hold on. I had thoughts.
Oh, you had thoughts? You want to get your shit off? Go ahead. Jump in. Get your shit off.
I'll make it quick. I think everybody who was gonna switch over has already switched over. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty much PlayStation's already took over, and you can tell that by it was like 80 million versus 80 million 360 versus PS3, and then it was 50 million versus 100 plus PS4, and now it's 30 million,
It's even
and
less.
it's gonna be again 100. Like everybody who was gonna jump over from Xbox already jumped over. I think the people that are still on Xbox, they're gonna stay there, and at that point, like you want to sell more games, just put your games over there. So I think
Yeah.
it's a wise move to put at least some games over there, like big hitters that appeal to a wide audience, like Spider-Man. Like maybe not something like Horizon. You might not see something like that on Xbox, but something like Spider-Man, something like maybe even Gran Turismo, you might see it over on
Might as well. Like it doesn't even affect
on
PlayStation at this
Xbox.
point. I feel like that doesn't zero
it doesn't hurt
effect
them.
on
It doesn't.
It doesn't even hurt them
Yeah.
whatsoever if they even launch on Xbox because the shit's over already. Like they won, bro. Like they
Exactly,
legit
it's
won.
over.
It's done.
Yeah.
And the
He
people
legit
that
already
are
won.
still on Xbox, they're not coming over because they would have came over with the PS4 or they would have came over with the PS5. They're not going to come over, so just cater to them. And then same thing with PC, and just sell more copies of your games, make more money, put out more games with the money. That's it.
Yo,
Well
this
said.
man Phil Spencer. This man Phil Spencer looks sick.
Come on, don't do that.
Oh,
Don't do that. don't do that because
I'm watching
it could be a Chadwick. I think this is his anniversary today. That he died. Yo,
Oh, no.
God rest his soul, bro. You never
Phil
know. He could be
Spencer.
sick, man. He could be sick. I'm saying Chadwick
Nah,
Boseman.
I think he's on
remember,
Ozempic, bro.
You remember?
yeah.
Remember when Chadwick Boseman popped up on the internet all frail and
Yeah,
niggas
nah,
were like
this-
cooking him, and the whole time the nigga had cancer, bro. So it's
that's-
crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Bro,
That
look
shit's
sick,
crazy.
Sick.
Oh, come on, that's nasty. That's nasty. That's a
That's
nasty
the
callback,
well,
bro.
bro.
You sick for that. You sick. All right. Let's talk about PlayStation. A couple of days ago, we got the infamous actually anticipated because we knew this was coming eventually, the price increase for the PlayStation 5 consoles in America. Right? Is Jamin, you still with us? Jamin, you the numbers guy. You still with us? He's not there. Sorry, let me take over, bro. All right. So PlayStation has gotten a price increase in America from $499, right? This is the regular base model with the disc drive, to $549.99. So it got what, a $50 price increase. The digital edition also got a $50 price increase. I think everything got a fucking $50 price increase. It looks like, yeah. And the PS5 Pro went from $699 to $749.99. As our resident Trump lover, Mets, oh man, oh man, yo.
Okay.
Has a politician ever affected you so directly in your life, bro? As a gamer.
No, because this has nothing to do with tariffs.
It has nothing to do with tariffs? You don't think so?
No, and I'll tell you why, Kofi. If this has something to do with tariffs, why did they raise the price in every other country before this?
Because
Tariffs weren't affecting those countries.
Because I was taught, or I was told by one of them Z huge mans, that they do it to offset other places in the world as well. So they raise it everywhere, so it's not just super expensive in one market. You understand? So they raise it everywhere.
Also, what adds credence to that is that the tariff, it would cook it more than the $50 increase.
Yeah. The tariff would be more than $50, but you could make the argument that they're willing to eat some of the tariff, but not all of it. You could argue that.
Be my next point. Okay. So,
but my point is that a lot of the price increases that happen all across the world, and not just with PlayStation, they happen with Xbox as well. They happened way before Trump came into office. So this I don't believe this had anything to do with tariffs, and I think that the data supports that.
Interesting. This is not really the politic cast, you know what I mean? Because I like asking a lot of questions for that. But where the PlayStation consoles are getting manufactured, it got hit with heavily, percentage of tariffs, right? And they're not on the list of exemptions, you know what I mean? So isn't it kind of logical? Because the whole point of a tariff is obviously it's passed down to the consumer, right? I think we all know that. I think even you would agree to that. No, a tariff is not. If a business gets hit by tariffs, you gonna end up paying for it, the consumer, because it's just gonna raise the price.
So far in the U.S., consumer goods have not raised in price, at least not in the ever since the tariff era happened, consumer goods have not increased in price. Actually, in fact, a lot of consumer goods have decreased in price.
I need to actually confirm that, but I will take your word for it for what you say. But I would have to do my Google researches.
I mean, I'm plugged in. A lot of people that because I see a lot of people in the chat disagreeing with me. You guys are not plugged in with politics as well as I am, because I literally eat politics.
Meds.
I eat politics day
Meds
in and
is
day
a
out.
very. If you don't know, Meds is a very. He's a pro-Trumper. He's a pro-Trumper.
Yeah, but it's not just
which is fair. Which is fair.
pro-Trump.
Which is okay.
It's not just that I'm pro-Trump. It's that I'm plugged in with politics on every side. And the fact is that prices have been going up. For example, India faced PlayStation and Xbox price increases 2 to 3 times long before Trump was even in office. So what was the cause then? I don't believe that.
So you think
Mug,
they're
I
just
go
raising the prices
the time.
just because of pure corporate greed?
Just because.
That's what you think?
And also,
Has
and also-
nothing
and
to do
also
with the economic climate whatsoever.
I think it has obviously something to do with the economic climate, but the tariffs and the economic climate are not mutually exclusive. I believe that inflation went insane from 2016, from 2020, from 2024, and yeah, everything is going up all over the place. Muck, I would love to talk to you about all this stuff.
We're gonna have a one day. Yeah, last time in the Discord, real quick, Mez, we had like a, I think it was me, Nev. We were just going back and forth with Mez on this politics shit, because we just asking the questions and pulling up the information, and yeah, we were in there talking for a hot fucking minute. We were talking for a hot minute. Yeah, what's up?
A lot of people watch the news for 5 minutes every 3 weeks, and they think they know everything. You don't know shit. And if you want to talk about it with me, we can talk about it anytime, and I'll prove you wrong 10 out of 10 times.
He's very on his, I think one day was next. You know what I mean? So we might have to have a Med special where he just goes back and forth with people and defends. You know what I mean? Like when those guys go to
Discord fucking up. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I mean, the facts back me up. These people are just speaking with their feelings. The facts back me up, and I
don't know about that.
News sources that'll back me up. I do.
What y'all talking about?
Now we're talking about the price increases for the PlayStation. About the PlayStation. So, J-Man, we know you saw this coming for a long time. When Microsoft raised theirs, PlayStation said they stockpiled for a hot minute to deal with what's going on in the world right now. Obviously, that stock was gonna they're gonna sell those units eventually. So the price increase came.
Not gonna take the hit, regardless of what it is. Tariffs, weak dollar. They're not gonna take the hit. They're gonna put it on to the consumers, regardless of what it is, and that's just gonna be the way it is, because they're businesses. They're trying to make money.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what businesses do. No business runs on a charity, right? So they ain't gonna bleed money, or they ain't gonna take no losses. They want to keep their profits and get more profits. You know what I mean? So
that's right.
It just leaves us in a weird place this generation, where like this generation has just been extremely weird for price increases. We got a whole bunch of Switch price increases for accessories. Even the OG Switch got a price increase. It's just a really weird time in gaming. Like, we all grew up in an era where when the slim model of these consoles came out, it was actually like maybe $50 to $100 cheaper. But it's weird. Like, old tech is actually becoming more expensive, which is just a strange time, bro.
I wonder if they're going to be switching up like the chipsets and stuff and what they're using in the next generation, because I do think like COVID was like a precursor to everything, like of how this generation was going to go. It just started weird. Like the way we had to like purchase our consoles and go through all of that madness. It was just like everything was just off from the beginning. But I just wonder now, because how do you go into next generation with people feeling comfortable about being able to buy a system that's at an affordable price? Not saying that they're going to go fucking $1,000 for the console, but if you're seeing base models go up to $450, $500 and more, then what can people expect for next generation when things are supposed to be stronger and shit like that? But, so I do wonder, like, how can they guarantee or like speak to the customer or like prioritize costs going forward while making things more powerful quote unquote.
That's what's
Be
scary
interesting to
in
see.
general with these price increases. What's scary is, okay, whether Meds believes it or not, right? They're all coming out saying it's because of what's going on in the world right now, world economics, right? Why we have to raise the prices, whether you believe it or not, right? That's neither here or there. So let's just say, okay, new presidential term or whatever, whoever's in power. If this any of shit's adjusted or reversed in the future, it's just a scary time that, like, if people are buying the platforms kind of regularly, because when we're looking at the sales of the PS5, it's really kind of on track with the PS4. It's not, yes, it's a little bit less, but we're talking about like 2 million. We're talking about like maybe 2 million less, and it costs more. You know what I'm saying? So does that mean that, that's where corporate greed kicks in? That like, we got a way of selling it at this. Do we just keep it here, even though like things have gotten better? Do we just keep it here, or do we raise it more? You know what I mean? That's where corporate greed might kick in, and that's why I'm afraid of that. They just might keep the prices because now
they won't
the
come back
prices are
down.
never going back down. The prices are never going back down, and that's
What
why
you'll
you know
see
it's
is
not
more sales.
the tariffs.
Like they'll put things on sale more because they still want to get people in the door. But that retail price, that MSRP, that's never coming back down. Like
that's I think that's gonna be that's the scary thing of all of this, that people are just gonna be comfortable with this new set price, right? So now when the economy, quote unquote, right, whether you're on Med's side or you're on the other side, we blame whatever. We don't have to get into the specifics, right? But whatever side that you fall on, if shit get better, do they reverse it? Do we get a cheaper console? I'm thinking no too, just because that's where the corporate greed kicks in, that too, as well. That like, since we got away, it's like when gas prices go up. You know what I mean? Like when gas prices type shit go up, bro. Now they know that people are buying it here. Fuck it, we're gonna keep it here, bro. Just
but like
let it rock.
The thing like gas is like, if you buy gas now, 10 years or in the future, or 10 years in the past, it's the same gas, isn't it? But because the technology you're buying should get better, like, do you know what I mean? How your money translates into what you're getting put for your performance should dictate what you're paying. Whereas in the future, we're going to be paying a lot more money for the same sort of performance, just like gas, which is fucked up. But we're going to pay anyway because of what I said earlier. If we care about what we enjoy, we're going to invest.
We'll find a way to get it.
We'll find a way to get it.
Like,
find a way to get it.
Yeah.
The same
and the
shit
craziest thing is, the
But
craziest
you can't
thing
say
is,
that as a CEO.
the craziest thing is people will be like, well, just get a PC. True. But then inside that sort of spectrum as well, prices increases are happening for parts. Prices increases are happening for GPUs. The price you're getting for performance, you're going into another sort of like pigeonhole of like, what do I do with my money here? What do I do with my money there? So like everywhere, you can't escape it. No matter where you go into PC, you can cut down your performance. You can cut down what you're getting per performance, but at the end of the day, you could be like, I'm still spending money more than what I spent previously, and it's annoying. I think we need more control, but we don't have it, and I guess everyone has that in whatever hobby they have, maybe cars, maybe crypto, maybe other things. Like, do you know what I mean? We just don't have controls in certain things. Like that's just how it goes.
Yeah.
I
think prices are only just going to keep increasing because people keep willing to pay them, and ultimately it is a trade-off, because I do feel that PC gaming is cheaper overall, because in time you do spend less, but up front with console
a
you
lot
spend
more. Shit, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Up front on console you spend less, so it's a bit of a trade-off, and you just have to make that choice.
Yeah.
The thing that I think will, like, for next generation, and this kind of leans into the rumors we've been seeing about like the
we can get into that next
handheld and all that.
We can get into that next.
Is that they're gonna want to find a way to get people off of previous generations into the newer ones, especially if they ended up finding a way to create these newer platforms cheaper than they are the old ones, because that'll help them out in the long run. But like you said, we can get into it next.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. All right, so Jamie, you cover it. I think you're more informed of what's going on. I know some mild rumors are starting to come out about the PS6. Can you break down what you saw? And remember, this is just all alleged. We don't know 100%. So
yeah. So this is from Moore's Law is Dead. So you take that with however you take it. I don't know how like his track record, I guess, is a little spotty, but I think he was, on point with a couple things with the PS5. So
He
I
did
think
call
from
the
there,
PS5 Pro. He called that years before.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I
it was
mean,
some
with the
things that he
PS4 Pro
definitely.
out, a PS5 Pro is inevitable.
Yeah, was that really
you're
a good,
right.
was
No, I
that
think
really a
like with
good
the
call?
price and
What did he get
Yeah,
specifics
no,
right?
more
More
specs.
specific.
There's more
More
Yeah,
specific.
he goes.
I
into
don't know
specs
about
and
the
shit.
specifics.
Oh,
but-
okay.
Yeah, he goes into specs. Like he goes into like die size and all types of like APUs and all that
Okay,
other
and he
stuff.
nailed that. He nailed that,
So,
right?
apparently, I think he did nail that and like what the price would be and all that other stuff. So basically, from him, what the rumors are is that PlayStation is going with. At first, it was they're doing a handheld with the PS6, and then they're doing, of course, the console itself. But from his latest video that I watched, he's actually speaking on them doing a PS6, well, PlayStation handheld, a PS6S type of console, and then the main console for next generation. And the thinking behind that is that basically the battle that they're having this generation with PlayStation is moving people off of the PS4 to pick up a PS5. And what
Which is
was
crazy,
holding people
by the
back?
way. Which is fucking crazy.
Yeah, but it's
that,
because
to think that people are still playing on the
But
PS4
a
right
lot
now. It's
of-
nuts.
a lot of the third party companies are still putting their games over there because they got these huge player bases over there. So that's why they're not leaving it alone. And then the people are like, well, if I could stay over here and still play like Fortnite and shit like that, then why would I spend $500 on a PS5 to move over when I can play the same fucking game over here? So that, I guess with them, like that S type of model would be the way to get people to move over. And based on some of his predicted price costs of the things that they're using within the system, it'll actually be much cheaper to manufacture the PlayStation 6, at least the S version and the handheld, than it is for the PS5. So that way they could probably price it at a more consumer friendly price hold. And what they're like, I know like the big issue with the S, because I'm not a fan of this. I said it with the Series S, I said it before, but it's just the reality that we're in now. These companies don't believe in generations as they used to be. Where like with PlayStation 3, 4, I know like with the architect, it was different, but there was a cutoff point. Even with the PS2 to the PS3, there were games at the start that you could not play on PS2 that were only on PS3. And same goes for PS3 and PS4. With PS5, it was more like the architect being similar. So they're not like looking into cutting people off. They're actually looking to carry people over and as well as entertaining people that are still over there, because these games can scale over different platforms. I like it when they cut people off and just push it to the max that they possibly can at the time for the hardware, but it's no money in that. The money is in
And the game
having
sales.
more, yeah, exactly, game sales and having more players in your ecosystem. So the best way, I guess, to tackle that is to have these different SKUs that can target different audiences to help them get over into the next generations. And that's why you're going to have a handheld and the S, and this is not confirmed, but this is the theory behind it. And some of like the issues with the Series S being like the memory, the gaps between the memory on his sheets are not as drastic as it would be for like a Xbox Series X and a S. So I guess that's supposed to help out the situation, but we shall see.
Well, honestly, I know everyone's kind of hung up on the whole Series S thing, but I think maybe people are looking at it in a little bit of a tunnel vision. Like, yo, as technology progresses forward, right? Yeah, I know we're not really seeing it so much now, especially with like an engine like Unreal Engine 5 right now, and how we're seeing how Metal Gear Solid, but maybe stuff like that will get better. Like maybe those, producing high quality, high fidelity games will get better, and it will be a lot more scalable on other devices. Like we already know PlayStation is going to PC. They're doing the PC route thing. You already know that. So obviously it already has to work. Their games that they're making already has to work on a little bit of a wide range of hardware, right? So I'm pretty sure they're keeping that in mind. So I don't know. I think as technology progresses and we get these new game engines, then who knows? Maybe the quality and AI is also implemented, because we know the AI ship is coming, right? The AI ship is coming, so we don't know what type of the visual fidelity we might get in the future. So maybe people might have to chill the fuck out and be like, oh, we might not see great graphics again just because there's a lower spec machine. You just never know what the technology behind in creating these games are coming in the next decade, the next 15 years, the next 20 years. You know what I mean? We still get some photorealism type shit with AI now being implemented and all sorts of shit, you know?
Yeah, the thing with that AI is like even with FSR4, which Sony helped collaborate with or AMD with it, is that like the whole is that you won't need as much resources when implementing.
I think
the
that's
AI
the whole point with the AI shit. Like less hardware
like
tests.
with FSR4, you could have something that is like even when the FSR performance, something running at 1080p upscale to 4K looks so much better than what it used to, like what old upscaling technologies used to look like. Like DLSS4, I know that's like the best of the best, but DLSS4, you run that on performance, which is 1080p for 4K performance, it's 1080p upscaled to 4K. That shit looks great. Like for the most part,
it looks
amazing, really good.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe we get hung up on the wrong things and not thinking about the broader picture, right? I'm pretty sure games are still going to progress and look amazing as we play. I don't think we're going to regress in that sense. We're going to look at, yes, we might have gotten to a point in time where obviously the generational leaps do not look as crazy. I just think that's where we are. We got to a really good peak. Yeah, we got to a really good peak. We look at experiences like Red Dead Redemption 2, The Last of Us, like how like shit could look better, sure, but like that shit already looks like out of this world in terms of visual fidelity and stuff like that. So I'm sure things will get better. But now I think we are entering this era of this kind of multi-device era. Like it just is what it is. We're entering that kind of style. Like it's everywhere. Whether it be the Steam Deck, they want you to play on the games on the PC. They want you to play on the fucking tablet, the phone, cloud stream. Like we're getting to that multi-device era in gaming right now, right? So I am pretty sure and confident that like that technology, we might be just being a weird period of it, but I do think that stuff will get better over time. You know what I mean? That shit will be scalable on a little bit weaker hardware, and they'll find a way. They'll find a way, whether like I said, whether it be AI and other stuff that will be coming into the future that will make these things that sound crazy kind of impossible, right? On low power.
It's always been that way, Kofi. It's always been that way. A lot of people fearmonger about these kind of when it comes to these kinds of conversations. They say like for a long time it was, oh, the Series S is holding back graphics for this generation. But the fact is that the Series S never held back anything, because at the end of the day, there's many PCs out there. There's a lot of PCs out there that are weaker than the Series S, and 99% of games come to PC, and they scale to those PCs as well.
I mean, not always very well though.
No, it doesn't always look awesome, but you can run them, because even when you look at games
on anything, but
yeah, I mean, it doesn't mean it's gonna work. Just because it runs doesn't mean it runs well though.
No, I understand that, but that's my entire point, is that you see a lot of games put out, oh, these are our PC requirements, and you see the minimums. When you see the minimum, you can run those games on things that are weaker than that minimum. It's not going to look the best, but you can still run it.
You can't do that on consoles. On consoles, you have to have some sort of like standard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the point is that
because you can't tinker with consoles like you can.
If it's going to come out on PCs that are weak as hell, you can still put it on a console that's not very strong, and it's probably going to still be stronger than these weak as hell consoles.
I agree that you can, but I think the problem with S that I believe is I don't think the S is a good console for the reasons of what, as crazy as it sounds, what the developers are saying as well. I think optimizing for a console which has had a fair golfing difference in performance, to dull down your settings in a specific way, to have a very, very consistent performance every single time, which is close to what the other two consoles are, the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. I think it will take an effort to get it right. Not that anyone can do it, of course, but to get it to a standard of what Strat's saying, to be sellable, is a task that you have to do apart from making your console version.
Like the whole Black Myth situation.
The same thing.
You have to do it. Yeah.
And that's when I think when they announced the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series, what PlayStation done right was, all we're doing is giving you the same console but without a disc drive. It's the same thing. You're not worrying about anything else apart from having a disk drive or not. But with the X and the S, you are playing two different systems. As much as they are doing the same thing, they're not operating in the same way.
I understand that, but now we have a whole new player in the whole game with the Switch 2, and a lot of people before the Switch 2 came out were speaking on how the Switch 2 was more powerful than the Series. There was like debate about it, whether the Series S was more powerful than the Switch 2 or vice versa. And there's been some data that's come out. Digital Foundry's got some videos on this, specifically showcasing Cyberpunk 2077. And it shows that the Series S is actually much more powerful than the Switch 2, at least specifically in this game, which we all know that is a very demanding game. And now we have a whole new player in the game with the Switch 2 that's even weaker than the Series S, at least so far what the data shows. So regardless, even if the Series S didn't exist, with the existence of the Switch 2, it was going to happen regardless. So I just feel like
some games will sip it. Well, just to say it, some games will sip it. I'm not. The funny thing is, I don't even all the way disagree with Meds. I think he's actually right about some of the stuff that he's saying. Well, the Switch 2 situation though, but to be fair, I just want to put it to be fair, like. The Switch 2 is not going to get all major multi-platform games. It's not going to get the Battlefield games. It's not going to get GTA. It's not going to get that, right? So the developers can opt to like, you're just not putting the game on that platform because they won't work on the platform type of situation.
And a lot of games didn't come to the Switch 1 because of the same hardware limitations that we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of third-party devs were hoping maybe the Switch 2 was a viable platform for them because, you know, it's a boost in performance. But even with the boost in performance that it got from the Switch 1, it's still not really going to be good enough. And if devs want to put games on Switch 2, then I mean, it's going to run on the Series S. Is my point.
Like, ain't the Switch 2 using like a different? Wouldn't be using like a different sort of like they're using NVIDIA.
Yeah, they use NVIDIA. Yeah, they use NVIDIA.
So then I feel like they're not like Apple's Apple.
But the thing is, well, you know, just to like circle back, like the thing is, you know, I think we're like back to the PlayStation rumor, like them having different SKUs and models and one weaker than other than handheld, and the whole conversation about this holding that back. I don't know, man. I think we're gonna enter an era where it might not be as big as the deal as people are making it out to be. That's what I just personally feel. I feel like
I agree, Kofi.
I think with technology coming out, we're already seeing the upstep. The DLSS is that's just only going to get better with the different iterations as it comes and stuff like that. I think maybe people shouldn't be really too worried, and we should let the technical scientist people behind these games and the hardware specialists and the fucking coders deal with that. You know, kind of concern. Let them worry about that, you know what I mean? And I still think, you know, we're going to get great looking games and great performing games in the future, you know, despite having different models. Yes, we've heard stories about the Series S and how it's been trouble to develop for. It might be key reasons why it has, because I don't know, I forgot what developers were really complaining for. I don't know if it was like a memory thing or it just didn't have enough of this, so it makes it challenging. It's just weird shit. So maybe just that hardware itself is just not really, you know, it wasn't built all the way through, or maybe just needed a little bit more juice to help with, you know, development and make it a little bit easier. But who knows, you know, with the new chips and how efficient they're going to be, you know, in the future. So I think people should take a little bit of a wait and see approach before, you know, panicking that, you know, there might be a PlayStation Series S or a light model where it's a little bit more affordable that people could jump in and play. I think we should just fall back.
I think they're just gonna make I think they're just gonna reskin a PS5 and just like
low key probably won't be too far. It won't be because if you take it in, I don't even think the Xbox One X is like crazy far from the Series S.
It's not.
I don't think it's crazy far. Like, I know the Series S obviously has updated architecture, but I don't think like it's that device is like, yo, like it smokes out across the board like that type shit. I don't even think so.
If the Series S had more VRAM, it would be fine. That's the issue that a lot of devs run into is the RAM.
Yeah, with the RAMs.
Yeah, so it could be just a slight judgment that they should have just added. Maybe they should have just upped that shit, and it might have been, you know, it might have been just better overall. So who knows? Bro.
Just make the PS6S like a PS5 Pro. You're nice when you're good, man.
Yeah. I want to add this too before we did the conversation. I just feel like a lot of people loved the graphical leaps that we saw from PS1 to PS2 and PS2 to PS3, and they missed that wow feeling, and they didn't get that feeling from 3 to 4, and they didn't get that feeling again from 4 to 5. And I just feel like they want to make excuses or make a scapegoat as to why they're not getting it. So they're like, oh, it's the Series S's fault. And then next generation, oh, it's because PlayStation made a PlayStation 5, PlayStation 6S. They're going to blame that. No, the fact of the matter is that we've reached a point where graphics are so good that, for example, most of us here are PC gamers. You upgrade a graphics card, and what are you expecting? You're not really expecting much. You're expecting being able to maybe push graphical fidelity and get a better frame rate. That's really all you're expecting, and that's what you're going to be getting from consoles going forward as well, because we've pretty much peaked in terms of graphical performance. I feel like we really have, and
I think it's incremental. I think it's incremental. I think the generation leaps are gone. I think once again, I think I've said this before on the podcast. I think when we're looking from like PS5 to PS6, we're not going to be so blown away, but when we're going back from say we're at PS7 and we're looking at PS5, we're gonna be like, oh shit, this is a lot different. I just think the jumps are a lot smaller. It's just more incremental increases now going forward. You know what I mean?
I think they're reserved for certain studios at this point because it's so expensive to start to keep
even produce the game, that type of game, right?
Until
they lower the concept. Yeah,
it was like 2,000 to 3,000 developers working on these games. Like at the end of the day,
that's
multiple years.
Every studio does not have the capability of that to produce that with a budget that crazy. So you're not going to get that across the board anymore. So you got to understand that it's too expensive to keep trying to one up. Now maybe AI will help, but still, it's still going to be a point where, all right,
every game can't be GTA, bro. Every game can't be GTA. Every publisher can't make a game like GTA. They can't even afford to make a game like GTA because if that shit don't go well, it might bankrupt some companies even attempting to make a game like GTA with that long 13-year development time. 13 years of development, you have to pay all the employees. You have to keep the buildings and the lights on. Dog, you have to think about it like that, right? So it's unrealistic to have an expectation of every AAA game to be on that kind of pedigree or that potential, right? Because it's just not realistic. As someone who's a savvy gamer who's in the know of this type of shit, it's not even realistic. Only a few, like Jamie said, only a few select people have that luxury to even work on a game for fucking 13 years. For 13,
the richest studios.
Yeah, not everyone has that luxury. You know what I mean? Look at Microsoft, one of the richest companies in the world, working on the game for a little bit. They just canned a whole bunch of fucking games they're just working on, and you know what I mean? They're the richest company in the world. Not everybody has that kind of luxury. So I think that's a thing that some gamers gotta get off the Kool-Aid a little bit and just fall back from. Like it's not
gaming. Like I think like working in the gaming industry. When I was growing up, I used to be like, I want to be a game developer or this sort of shit.
Nah, that shit. It seemed like shit. Yeah, I wanted to be one too. That shit. That looks shit. Yeah, that shit. It looks so shit.
Like if Jack said if my fucking son Jack says to me, look, Dad, I want to be a game developer, I'd be like, don't do that to yourself.
Yeah, you get fired every you drop a good game, you get fired. Your game don't come out, you get fired. Your game gets a 99 on Metacritic, you get fired, bro. That shit it doesn't even matter. You just get fired, bro. Fuck that shit, bro. I'm glad I didn't go into that, yo.
I would never encourage for my son to be in the industry like that, man. I'd be like, don't do that.
And then if you're on social media with it, like you got gamers just complaining every which and every way. I would fucking kill myself.
I know.
If I had to deal with me, I would kill myself.
Honestly, if you really break it down, like
media, bro.
Yeah, if you really break it down, like, bro, niggas be spending 5 years to create something, and they probably do put some heart and soul in that joint. Just for a man to play it like Tony, to play for 5 minutes and call it doo-doo butter trash all the time. Like, that would crush my feelings, bro. Think about if you made something for 8 years of your fucking life. You log on Twitter, just a whole bunch of men saying, yo, there's a woman in this? Fuck this game. This game trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, can you imagine? Like, blood, sweat, and tears, coding, making models, doing, yo, honestly, being a game developer must be hard as fuck. And I salute every game developer out there for real, because that shit, gamers are fucking toxic as fucking hell, bro. They're fucking toxic as hell, bro.
It would kill you.
So social media just flipped everything on its head. Because
Well, yeah.
back in the days,
Because everybody has a platform now.
Yeah, back in the days when you're a developer, all you had was like,
game
some
magazines,
freaking
maybe
niche-
a little critics
yeah,
here, a
niche-
little IGN here. You
niche-
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Little Game
Niche
Informer.
You might get
like-
fan mails talking about, yeah, your shit was ass. Now you get
Yeah.
10,000 people every day telling you suck.
Yeah,
got,
kill
like,
yourself,
niche
death
forums over
threats, a
here,
bunch of weird shit,
like
bro.
game FAQs talking this shit, all that shit. But you're just like, that's being in touch with the community, right? But nowadays, it's just like, you go on social media, play this game up with this fucking store, trash, don't play it, horrible. Got a
Yeah,
video
it's
of this
tough.
guy,
It's tough.
Got this video of bad frame rate, everything. You're like, fuck.
Yeah, but
man,
Loki is the nature of the
what do we
entertainment
do about
business. The entertainment business is just very tough in general, bro. When you're in the business of pleasing people, bro, like it's tough. Any business that you're really like, your job is to please people in forms of art or this is it's tough. It's tough. You
So
know what
I give
mean? It's tough.
comedians so much respect because you gotta entertain people like right then and there on the spot. And like if they not fucking with it, it's like you gotta figure it out, or you just bombing right then and there. At least like
think
you know,
about
with
that, right?
other
These
forums,
people
like
death threats,
And
bro.
be able to take that on the chin, Jamie. That's the hard. Like you have to eat that, bro. You know, people
and
be
then come
emotional,
back.
bro. You got to eat that.
I'm like, fuck that. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, suck my dick.
Yeah, but the thing about it, that's rolling with the punches. That's part of your job, isn't it? Like the developers can't do that because the moment they lash out or get angry, people are like,
People get
you
more.
said
People
something.
get more mad.
you
Yeah, they get more mad. You get more attacks. You
said
get more
something.
attacks.
You can't
Facts.
say this. You know what I mean? This look at what's that guy's name again? Come here, the Bayonetta developer. He's ruthless. Say
He
any shit about
everybody.
the game. He's like, I'm blocking you, bro. Get the fuck out of here. I'm blocking you. He doesn't care. You just
Yeah,
have
man.
to
It's tough. It's tough. It's a tough business. You can only imagine it's a tough business in general. Like that, the business. If you really sit down and think about it, I know we just consume the stuff and the games, and we don't in passing. You know, when the credits come, skip, no nobody's name type shit. You know what I mean? Like we don't give a fuck who made this. Yeah, 10 minutes, yo. I know niggas are hitting a circle on the credits roll of the game. You're hitting, holding that circle, hitting escape, getting the fuck out of there. You know what I mean? The mad
Yeah,
people
like,
worked on that
maybe
shit.
wait.
Waited
Credit
10 minutes
scene,
for the
bro.
credits. Ain't no after credit scene.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it must be a tough job. Like we really have to give it up to the people who make our games, man. Sometimes we may have to pause. I know. Like it's hard, but we may have to pause and be like, yo, like these niggas do a good job still, man. To do to this type of shit, bro. You know what I mean? They do a good job. They do a
bro.
fucking good job, bro.
Nah,
It's a hard job. It's a hard job one night. It's a hard job, man. Let's not do that. It's a hard job. You can give them their little flowers and still be critical. I'm not saying don't be critical, but we could stop to acknowledge that it's a tough job. It's a tough
No,
job.
You also got to consider that they're working under like a CEO or somebody who's making decisions for them.
I'll tell you why specifically I don't give them any credit, right? Where
Why
it's
that's a
like
piece of shit.
just unjust,
Well,
unjust.
it sucks.
No. Because of the moment you do, right? The moment you do, they get this overzealous, cantankerous, and obnoxious attitude about whatever game they're going to release next. They do some fucking overzealous shit, and then you get the fucking shit quality you get later on down the line. Now, you see, I'm going to call it a bad take or whatever. I don't like Miyazaki anymore, right? I can't stand him, right? Only because of the same things of what we're talking about now.
I'm actually starting to see the narrative change on Souls games. I'm letting you know that right now.
Because he's a fucking charlatan. He's a one-trick pony. He can't do anything apart from create Souls games, right? And he's the gift. But the thing about it, right? He doesn't say it. It's his aura that he gives whenever you see him. That he's saying those things in his body language and how he creates games, and it's annoying because all of a sudden now everyone fucking bows down in front of him and creates Souls.
He'll go, bro. He'll go, bro. I'm sorry, one night. He'll fucking go, bro. He'll go. You gonna call me glazing, but come on, the nigga made Sekiro, bro. Like he'll fucking go, bro. I'm sorry to tell you, bro. He fucking made Sekiro, bro. It's almost like Kanye West made like that excuse, he made graduation type shit, bro. The nigga made Sekiro. The nigga made Bloodborne. The nigga made Elden Ring. Like, what are we talking about? The nigga a goat, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. He'll go.
That is right. They develop these insane egos.
Do you know when they didn't have these egos, right? They didn't have egos when social media wasn't a thing and they didn't have a voice. When you was in your fucking cave making video games and just churning out bangers, no one cared about them. No one cared about them. There was only a few people you knew about when social media
Kojima,
was about.
Kojima was always a big name,
Kojima-
even in the past.
do you know
That's
why?
why his head is
Do you
big.
know
His head
why?
is big too.
Do
His
you
head
know
is
Yeah,
why?
big.
Do
you
you know
know.
why?
He be like, he making
His head is
games that
big,
niggas
too.
like what?
Do you know why? Do you know why Kojima is? Because he took the risk of putting his name in front of everything he done. On
He did
on
everything,
the MSX
even though.
games, on
Yep.
everything. He put his name. He stamped his name. So if the game was
Yep.
trash, you knew.
Brother,
You
you know how I knew he was full of himself? Real
Kojima.
quick, one night. You know how I knew that nigga was full of himself? In Metal Gear Solid 5, at the end of every fucking mission, I swear to God, I swear I remember this vividly. Doesn't it give him like a little credit at the end of every
No, I
mission?
think-
Says
but
Hideo
I think
Kojima.
that's
I swear at
because
the end of every.
That's
He
because
put
of
his name
Konami.
on-
That's
he-
because of
he put his-
Konami was putting them out, so he wanted to do that.
He put
The
his
guy
name
put his
on
name-
every
he put his
chapter
name-
or
so you know
mission
that
you
when the-
complete, bro. It's crazy. I know I'm not
Now,
bugging about
if
that.
you-
Something like that.
Back in the day, though, I can tell you another person who made a trash game. You can probably do it. Remember the game Clive Barker's Jericho on Xbox?
Yes.
Clive
yes.
Barker's. Oh wait.
Yeah,
That sounds
yeah.
familiar.
But
All right, then.
Clive Barker's not a
Oh.
game developer though. Clive Barker's like a TV
He's not.
and movie guy.
Exactly. But the moment you hear the word Clive
Ah,
Barker,
dude.
that game was that Clive Barker Jericho. That game's fucking trash. It was getting buns. It was a buns game. The moment you put your name to something, you automatically become synonymous with what it is. So Hideo Kojima, Metal Gear Solid. When I was young, that's what I knew the game by. Hideo Kojima, Metal Gear Solid. That's what I knew the game for. Right,
name was all
but
over
back
the
in the days, everyone was in their offices in their caves churning out.
Yeah, you
bangers.
didn't really
Suda
know
51.
people back in the day. You only knew a few mans, like the
didn't.
Nintendo man. You know, like Miyamoto. Like, there's only a few mans
That's
you
it.
really knew back in
That's
the
it.
day, yo.
That's it. Like Suda 51 with Killer 7, and he made all his other projects on the GameCube first. No one knew about him, but the moment social media comes, it makes you more apparent. And it gives you more of a character of the games that you're the games that you're developing. And then Cliff Bleszinski with Gears of War.
Gears,
That's
Neil,
when
Neil,
shit blew up.
Neil Druckmann's a big name now,
Yeah,
too.
everyone.
I prefer it
then
this way,
became
though.
apparent.
Yeah.
Cliff Bleszinski's a very loud character. He's very obnoxious in how he does things because his games then spoke for it. Like he produced the quality about his obnoxiousness. Gears of War had that edge to it. It had that gritty edge to it.
Yeah.
That little it
Over the
reflected his
top,
personality very well.
yeah. It's like
Yeah.
a wild, you know,
And
like
then-
even how they speak to each other and shit like that. It's like,
Yeah. But then their voices started to their voices started to shape shit. Like
Yeah, they
you
talk
had-
too
what's
much.
his name? You had that guy. What's his name? Fucking Phil Fish with Fez 2.
Oh
Now,
boy.
Yeah, Phil Fish with Fez 2. He was very loud and like he made Fez 1. The game was great, and all of a sudden his ego went through the fucking roof. He came out and like
He ruined his career though.
but
Yeah.
back to what I was saying, yo. You're talking about a lot of the big dogs, the directors, the producers. I'm talking about the little man work. When I was talking about giving the mans the flowers, I'm talking about the little man's
Alright.
working in
So
the
then-
things. You know, there's a teams of fucking
Okay,
200
cool.
people, bro. I'm not talking
Cool.
about the fucking only the
Now,
director
I'm
or the
sorry.
face of it.
I'm sorry. Then you go to Splitgate 2 the other day. What happened? What does that guy do?
Oh yeah. He talked too much, and now his game is cooked.
Shut up.
Yep.
Just make your games. Make your games, right? If you just be quiet, right? If you be quiet. Joseph Ferris is another person. He's very humble.
Joseph Ferris, yep.
He's humble.
But
in
people
his-
fuck
in-
with him.
in-
People
in-
fuck with him right now. They don't have that
You know
negative
why?
thing to say about him
You
right
know
now.
why? You know
Not
why?
yet.
They
They make
fuck
great
with
Not
him.
yet,
fucking
yeah,
games.
not
Yeah,
yet,
nah.
not yet.
No. The reason why people fuck with him is not because of the work that he does. It's how he projects himself as a person in the industry itself. He's himself. He doesn't try to be like, oh, this blah blah blah. Whenever
seems
he's on
genuine.
stage, yeah, he speaks about the game very briefly. He'll talk about some other shit, but he'll be like, oh yeah, this is split fiction. This game's about this. This game's about that. Blah 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 blah. That's what he does in every single one of the games he talks about. He doesn't go to this. Oh, it's about this. Blah 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 blah. He says he makes all the trailers. He makes the trailers do the work, just like what it did back in the day. Back in the day, the trailers did all the talking. It wasn't some fucking performative. Oh, enter the world of this person. Blah 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 blah. blah
I
blah,
got
blah,
a
blah.
question. Do you think you enjoyed gaming when it was pre-internet era when we were so much
Yeah,
were
absolutely.
Hell yeah.
You think you enjoyed
Absolutely.
gaming better?
It's critical.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Digital Foundry
absolutely.
ruined gaming for me a lot because I
The,
started
the,
playing
the
games
internet
that I
in
never looked
general,
at
bro.
before.
No one told you how to
Because
play your game.
back in the
When
because
you
back
went
in the day, you would just kind of hear word of mouth on the schoolyard type shit. Go to Blockbuster, maybe
Exactly.
rent a thing and play some co-op games with your friends. You didn't even.
In
The
the
funny thing is, a lot of
magazines.
games I played back in the day, I didn't even know. I never knew even the review of them. Like I never knew if they reviewed well. I never knew if the review was
I
good,
got
bad.
God of War like
I didn't
that.
even know.
Bro,
I didn't know nothing about that
GameSpot,
shit.
I looked
You
at
want
God of
to-
War, looked at the back of the case. I was like, this look good. The guy said,
Exactly.
yeah,
That's
great
what it was
reviews.
about,
I picked it up
Yeah.
and the shit was amazing.
bro.
Yeah,
On
I didn't know shit
PS4,
about reviews
yeah.
back in the day, bro. Like I used to just see shit that I liked and I just bought it. And like, you know what I mean? Like I didn't know shit was good.
I know, yo, back in the day, your PS2 collection will have like 5 staple games, but you'll have games that people never heard about and look at and go, yo, let me
I have
borrow
all
this,
these
bro.
movie
Let
tie-in
me borrow
games,
this.
bro.
That people like you.
Gaming was definitely a little bit
going
more
to-
pure back then when you weren't like we weren't so involved with like just talking with niggas so
Yeah,
much on the
right.
internet and in communion,
Bro, a
like
nigga
community
would-
and all
bro,
of that shit. Like it was a
someone
little
would
bit more
talk
pure
you-
when it was just like real life shit. You just go.
Someone would talk you out buying a
Yeah.
game. Like nowadays, someone can talk you, or the social media would talk you out buying a game and trying it out. But back in the day, you can go into GameStop or your store and look at the game and go, you know, let me just try this. Isn't it? What could be the? Or you'll say
You
to
just
the guy
hear,
at
you
the
just hear
counter,
about
"What's
it.
this
You
game-
just hear it
what's
on the
this game like?"
block, bro. Like you just be hearing that shit at schoolyard, the block. Niggas talking
Oh
about
yeah,
this.
word of mouth was huge back then.
It was just word of mouth. A lot of it was just like, yo, this shit was hot, and you just went to go check it out, bro. You know what I mean? Like a lot of shit was like that. Cause like now that I really think about it, I don't even remember checking out reviews back in the day, bro. Like at all, bro.
No.
I don't remember.
Honestly,
I don't
I used
remember.
to. I
I
used to. I used to. go to
Man used to
IGN.
play a lot of shit games, I guess.
minutes.
And the funny thing, the shit games, man's probably enjoyed it because we didn't have no one in our ear to tell us what shit. No one was in our ears to
Yeah,
tell us what
because,
shit. So we probably had fun with it.
or what you play trash in silence.
Bro, back in the day, yo, let me tell you, this is even a story. There's a game, I don't know if niggas heard of it. It's called Mad Dash. It launched on the original Xbox back in the day, right?
Never
Bro,
heard
I
of it,
played it.
nope.
I have fond memories of a game called fucking Mad Dash. I went on Metacritic maybe a couple years back just to check it out. But like, oh shit, I remember this game Mad Dash. I used to love that shit. 50 something on Metacritic. I was playing this shit. I'm like, yo, this shit was fire back in the bro. I thought this shit was a banger, bro. Like this shit had like a 50 something on Metacritic. I was surprised, I was shocked. I'm like, yo, I thought this was a banger playing this.
Reviews are- That's also why reviews are bullshit, Kofi. Like you like what you like. Like a lot of my favorite games are like in the 70s. It's okay. Like who cares?
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
like
yeah.
it, you like it.
I had.
Yeah.
I do want to say this too, real quick though, because I'm sorry. This is a quick point. You know, we're talking about Miyazaki, Kojima, Cliff Bleszinski, all these big like names in gaming. I do want to say this because a lot of these people like they seem insane and they seem like crazy characters. I do have to say like only crazy ass people make amazing art. Normal people don't make amazing art. I'm a normal ass guy. You're not going to read some crazy book from me. You're not going to watch some crazy movie that I made because I'm just a regular dude. These crazy ass motherfuckers are the guys who make the shit that we love.
I agree, right? I agree. But
That's a good point. That's because it's usually the people
Bro,
who think a little bit different. You know what I mean? That are different thinkers, are little weird ones that are really chefing up something.
I
You know.
mean, I can, you know, I agree on that. I don't think that's the same case with Miyazaki though. I don't think it's the same.
He was probably
I
a
don't-
madman back in the day when he first started doing the Demon Souls. People thought like, yo,
Yeah.
this is way too hard. Who wants to
Yo,
play this shit?
When absolutely, you know
Stop
that
calling
if
him
you-
crazy for that.
Yeah, they
if
probably
you-
called him
if
mad
you
crazy
let-
for making a game like that. Doesn't he have
That's
beef
why
with
his
PlayStation?
relationship
Because
with Sony-
yeah, didn't he have beef
Yeah,
with PlayStation
yeah.
over Demon Souls? Like, didn't they beef with him with
It
that?
was
Yeah, because
Yeah, because they didn't
Shuhei
want to publish it.
Yoshida thought it was too hard, so they
It was
didn't
too
really
hard,
promote
yeah.
it or something like that.
Little
yeah.
did you know, he
they
just
refused
literally
to
made.
publish it.
Literally, did they know it's probably one of the most influential fucking games that like ever in life. One of them. It's definitely one of the most
Yeah,
influential.
for sure.
Look how many fucking copycats up there. Everyone, it's like a whole
Yeah.
genre now.
Give
Yep.
them the curse, isn't it?
Yeah, he created a genre, which is
He
crazy.
legit created a
Creating
whole
a genre
genre. Like
is
that's massive. So yeah,
yeah, creating a genre is hard.
Yeah, whole
Yep.
gameplay loop. Let me read the super chat donation real quick before I forget. This one, Papa John's again. Shout out to you. He says, J Main, didn't you say the Pro would brute force these issues with games performance? How do you feel about the Pro now? Are devs even utilizing it at all? What do you have to say to Papa John's about this?
So in terms of like the brute forcing, I was more so speaking in terms of like the different modes that PlayStation games have. So like before when PS5 was just the only thing on the block, you had like Spider-Man that could run in the VRR modes and you could have the unlock frame rates, and then Pro would have it like running higher, which I still think is the case. I do think there are, it's like a mixed bag. What happened?
And I would say in J-Main's defense, as Tim Sweeney would say, it's developers for not prioritizing the
Yeah,
whatchamacallit.
I do think it's a mixed bag. One thing that I kind of didn't like is even when Mark Cerny talked about it, is them like trying to like blend the two modes, like a performance and a quality mode together to create a PS5 Pro mode. I think the PS4 Pro was like the better route to do, is that you take those modes and you create better versions of those modes with the power that you have. I think some of the developers are running into issues with combining the two modes and figuring out how to utilize the power from there. And then the PS, I was just about to say that next, PSSR is not good. Like it has a lot of issues, and so like with that being a problem itself, it's definitely a mixed bag. Some PS5 Pro games run absolutely better, and it's a great difference between the PS5 version. And then you have some that actually perform worse because they either like try to combine some modes or they try to do a little bit too much with like the ray tracing and the global illumination and all of that, RTGI and all of that. So it's definitely a mixed bag. I would
and I think that's gaming in general. I don't think we're gonna get to any point in gaming, even throughout even the old days, right? Like there's always gonna be games that are just not optimized well, that just don't run the best. I think that's just unescapable. You know what I mean? Like I don't think that's like a problem that could be solved ever. You know what I'm saying? Like there's always gonna be a game that releases that's gonna have some sort of issue, fucking issue, bro.
Do you think that's an engine issue or optimization issue?
I think watch the Coalition. Hear me out. The Coalition is gonna come and drop a UE5 banger with Gears E Day. It's gonna be top to bottom. It's gonna be performing well. It's gonna be picture perfect.
Look beautiful.
They're for some reason they cook with Unreal Engine. I feel like they're gonna come with that Gears E Day, and that shit is gonna be a showcase in terms of performance and visual.
It's a developer issue then.
They used to work with Epic though. They used to work with Epic.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I feel that's what I'm saying.
No, they still work very closely with Epic.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they got a relationship.
I really do think it's a developer thing. Sometimes I think it's just a developer thing. Sometimes like some are better than others, bro. Some put more time and effort in that.
It's heavy for everybody to switch over to UE5 like they did. It made it seem as if the engine was like very easy to develop for and for people to optimize for. But what we're seeing is that it still probably takes as much effort as it did previously. It's just that maybe it's more user friendly. I don't know, because the way everybody switched over is like, why are we having all these issues and everybody chose to switch over to UE5? You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, is it the whole big deal? They got the 5.8 version. The 5.8 version is supposed to be the Witcher 4, the one that everyone's fucking gassing it up like it's about to save the day.
It's too many new developers.
I think it's a developer issue.
The correct way to optimize a game from the get go.
There's financial incentives to go with Epic.
Definitely is.
There's financial incentive to go with Epic. Like they let you use the engine for free and only ask you for like 1% of the game.
And that's what developers learn too. That's why Halo went there, man. Because remember, you don't have to learn a new engine. That's the one that they go to school and learn.
Exactly. And so because it's so ubiquitous,
they work faster. Yeah,
everybody knows exactly. And also, when you get rid of, let's say you fire 200 people, you bring in a new 200 people. You don't have to train these guys. They already know what they're doing.
They just know exactly. That's the whole point of why Halo went to fucking Unreal Engine. That's why the new Halo's gonna be on Unreal Engine 5. Because Microsoft loves they love contract workers, so it only makes sense instead of getting them on their weird Slipgate engines and trying to teach them that and fucking it up. Let's just use Unreal Engine 5. They're straight out of whatever college, high school, university they go to, and they're already well familiar with the programs.
Basics and stuff like that.
It's not like we gotta teach them something. Now they just go straight to work. You know what I mean? So it is smart behind that, but I really do think it's a developer issue, and I think we're gonna see some developers that are prominent with Unreal Engine, like I said, the Coalition, and they're gonna come and surprise us because every iteration of Gears looks in fucking incredible, bro. Like Gears, they be cooking at least with the visual department. The performance usually be good for the most part. So I think they're gonna do a good job with E-Day. That's what I think.
So my boy Mark got quoted a generation. We don't need pro consoles. We need pro developers.
We need pro developers.
Shit, I agree. And you know what? As well, I wish that Epic still made games. Like I know they work on Fortnite, but like they can make more games. That's an Epic game.
No, I was being facetious, but
I'm just saying like
issues too, like on PC. So, but go ahead.
I think they're working on Unreal Tournament. No, is that?
I'm just saying like. If Epic made more games, maybe they can showcase their engine a little bit better, you know? Make people see, okay, it's not a dog shit engine. It's not hard to develop for. Look at what we're doing here, you know?
Well,
I don't know. It's an idea.
They explain that they're gonna do that. They're gonna with the new versions of Unreal coming out, they're gonna start showing developers the learnings of they had with Fortnite.
Wasn't that the kind of the big deal with the whole Witcher 4 thing, that like they're actually working closer with the Unreal team to actually get it right? So hopefully Witcher 4 is a showcase of a great running Unreal Engine game that's doesn't have all these issues.
Even with that, CD Projekt is one of those studios like a Naughty Dog or Rockstar. Like they have the manpower and the budget to do shit like
and the time.
But they have the yellow chairs. They just have the yellow chairs, bro.
Like I just think, I do think gaming is very accessible at this point for developers, and anybody is developing shit. So we have to deal with a lot of slop at the same time.
Yeah. Well, it's always been like that. If you look back in the past, even PS2 eras and there was always games that were like some ran better than others. Yeah, like 60 FPS was more of a thing back then when we really didn't even take it in. But there was also games that didn't run. I vividly remember playing some games that didn't run all the greatest back in then on the whether it be the 64,
that shit, bro.
Whether it be on the 64, whether it be on the fucking PS2.
Attention to that shit.
Yeah.
Bro, if you go back to it now, then you'll see how fucked that.
Yeah, you'll notice it.
Kofi, I didn't know what frame rate was until the PS4 generation.
Yeah, but when you play it,
I thought I was lagging on Call of Duty. And it was a frame
back in the day, we don't know what to call it, but we use terms like, "Oh, the game doesn't feel as good. It's not fluid," right? Like we use different terms.
Ignorance was bliss. We just enjoyed ourselves.
Agreed. One night, thank you. Ignorance was bliss, bro.
Yeah. We enjoyed ourselves, you know, like because we didn't have someone on social media. Your game runs.
Let me read this real quick. The N64 version of GoldenEye, because I vividly remember this game being a little butt cheeks with thing. Now that I think about it, GoldenEye 007 generally ran at low frame rate, often dipping below 15 frames per second, and sometimes even below 10 frames per second in intense movement. Though it can hit 30 FPS in simpler sections. I remember, and we used to have a blast with that game. But I do remember that game used to run a little funny still, but we used to have a blast with it.
Do you know why? Because when those fucking proximity mines was going off, you thought it was just a special effect. Slow
down. It was the frame rate. It was the frame rate that was fucking up. Yo, man's over remember that, bro. Yeah, I remember playing that shit on the 64. This shit used to chug low key. Now that I think about it, that shit used to chug, bro, when I was playing that on the 64 back in the day.
We was like,
I used
15 FPS, bro. 15 fucking FPS.
I used to think about that. Go ahead, one night.
Fucking Jack Shabbos, they said to me, Dad, how do I turn on 120 frame per second mode on fucking Fortnite? I looked at it and I'm like, what the fuck are you on about, bro? Like, why are you asking me this one
game, little guy? Damn.
No, but why do you care about that, bro? Just like play your game, innit? Like, I can switch it on, but why are you telling me this shit at 8 years old? Why are you telling me this?
Let me jump in real quick. Yo, that's why low key, you might as well understand. I know man so say it's blasphemous a little bit. That's why I low key kind of been enjoying my time playing like on consoles, because I kind of miss that experience. Like you kind of get what you get kind of experience.
You get what you get.
You just get what you get. You play it, whether it's this or that. You don't. It's not the first thing I do is jump into settings and get it right. Spend an extra 45 minutes before really playing to get like. And that's why I kind of like enjoy console gaming. You kind of just get what you get. You're like, you just pop it in, and like, yo, now we get quality performance. I go to performance, and that's just it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is a freedom. It is a freedom in a way that, like, yo, you don't have to think about this shit. You don't have to think about this shit sometimes, bro. You just get what you get, you play it, and you're done.
PC gaming has ruined me, bro. Like,
yeah, if I'm not makes you a nitpicker. It makes you a nitpicker. That's a fact. It makes you a nitpicker.
If I'm seeing frame dips, if I'm
then
not
you start going back into settings, right? You press start, you pause your experience, you're going back into settings, you're changing this, you're changing that. It just fucks up, bro. I don't know. I like the console experience, bro. I really do, bro. I really do.
I wish I never saw it. I wish I never saw it. Because back in the day, I thought it was funny. Like, you remember N64 again, Perfect Dark. You ever like blow up a bunch of bombs at the same time? That shit drops to like 10 frames per second, bro. Like, and you just thought it was silly. Like, oh, this system can barely keep up with all the bombs I'm blowing up. Like, it's silly to you, and you never even thought about it.
PC
But
gamers
now
does
it's
make you a nitpicker. So like, if you get into that, if y'all console boys, really like it transforms you
Just
into a fucking nitpicker, bro. So I had to get out of that shit myself, bro. I had to start just enjoying like video games again, like, and not being so pressed about the little finite shits and stuff like that, bro. So and console does give you that kind of experience where you just fucking turn off your brain. Whatever you bought, you pop it in and you live with it, bro. Whatever you get.
However
you
it
get.
works, it works.
Yeah. All right, I'm not gonna take too much more of your time. I do want to talk about the Xbox ROG Ally. We did not get a price for it, but we did get a release date. My question to y'all, bro,
We got a price.
Well, we got a leaked
Bitcoin
price.
Black
It's a leaked. Microsoft didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't really come out and confirm, which we could talk about the leaked price.
They didn't want to
But
confirm that word.
they did say
wanna
they said that it's coming out. I believe October 16th. I might be off, but I feel like my memory serves me right. It might be October 16th or sometime in October. Microsoft never officially revealed a price, but we did get some sort of like Best Buy or some sort of leak somewhere. I think the regular version is gonna cost like $599 or $549 or something like that, and the X version is gonna cost $899. I guess my question is, do you think Microsoft makes something shake and Asus makes something shake with this device, or is it gonna be a very niche platform?
Very niche.
Very niche.
Yeah, I don't see this being anything like different than what was already out there on the market.
Yeah.
I know they have like the UI is definitely seem to be more user friendly. But I think they're supposed to be launching that for other platforms. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they said that it's gonna
launch
next
it
year
with this, and then
the software is
Yeah.
going to be available to the OG ROG Ally, or you probably even could customize your Steam Deck and put that on there. You know what I mean? You could boot fucking Windows on there, so you probably could put that on that interface, that OS, the simplified version of Windows 11 on the Steam Deck in the future, next year.
The OS is going to be coming to pretty much every PC handheld out there.
Yeah.
Not right now, but afterwards.
They said next year. Yeah, it said afterwards. Yeah. They said afterwards. Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, is anyone in here actually interested in buying one of these? I guess you know what I mean.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Negative.
I think I'm okay.
I would love one, but that
I already
price
got a
is little
Steam
too
Deck.
steep, bro.
I got a Steam Deck already. It's obviously a little weak. It's probably weaker, and I got a Switch. I feel like if I'm ever buying a handheld again, it would either be the Steam Deck 2 or whatever PlayStation has to offer. Is either this? That's like the only thing I would actually buy.
I'm fucking dying for a Steam Deck. I think.
Well, they said 2028.
2028.
That's the rumor.
I don't have one night. I don't have one either, bro. I want one. I want one real bad.
Person that like prefers the way how the analog sticks are laid out and the thumb sticks are laid
Steam
out.
Deck, yo, I got the OLED joint. That
like
joint
at the
fire,
top.
bro. That joint fire.
I can play that.
Beautiful, it's
I can play that
beautiful.
for hours and not have a single bit of cramp in my hands. Everything just fits perfect. I play every game with it perfect. If the Steam Deck was more strong than what it is now, an updated version, don't change how it looks. Anything, just put more power in it, a bigger screen, make it a bit more small or whatever. But how it's just set perfect. I love that handheld.
I respect
I
Valve.
think the ROG Ally looks comfortable to hold. That's
It looks
one thing I
ugly,
do
but
like
it
about
might be comfortable. It's ugly, but it might be comfortable.
It reminds me of the Portal a little bit with the handles and shit on the side. That's what and I think the Portal is comfortable.
The thing is, the deck, I'm glad that Valve is taking the approach of, we're waiting for better technology so we can really have a noticeable jump. I really respect that. Instead of kind of pumping pumping out an iteration every fucking year, it's smart. The rumor is 2028, and I think that's a good amount of time. By the time that comes out, then I'm pretty sure mobile processing is going to be even better than where it is, obviously, is today. And the device is actually going to be fucking worth it. It's actually going to be worth it or whatever. Yeah, they're going to probably use AMD's. I think they use AMD chips, so it's probably going to be one variation.
Yeah, they do.
So it's exciting. I'm glad that they're taking we're waiting for better, and we're going to develop a nice sequel. It's good. But yeah, ROG Ally, for those who are looking forward to it, it is coming out sometime in October, I believe is the 16th. So there's that. We'll see how it does. Microsoft said that, I think the initial plan was they're gonna make their own in-house handheld. So I guess my question to y'all is, do you think they pay attention to the metrics?
Scrapped.
Do you think, I don't know if it got strapped, I don't know if it's been confirmed, but do you think they're paying attention to the metrics of how this performs before they even jump aboard of making their own? Because if this comes out and then it doesn't do what they expect, maybe even underperforms what they expect, can you imagine them releasing their own? I can't. I think
Well,
they shelved that project.
They confirmed that it won't play like your console library, so I do think that's like a deal breaker for some people. But if they do their own and it does play the console library, that could impact like some sales and stuff like that.
I don't know.
I think they're paying
can't
attention to the sales of this, and I think if this goes like triple fucking crayon blessed red, like Tony likes to say, I don't think
Nah,
they.
stand in what you believe.
He's asleep right now.
I don't think a handheld will come out of it. Period. I can't see it. The reason why I can't see it is that what they'll have to charge for said device and the current market share that they have. I don't feel like the risk that they'll take with this, and to gauge the pricing of what they'll have to do with their handheld. I just don't see it. I don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, well,
Like,
I guess we're all gonna see. We're all gonna see how this shit turn out, bro.
What's the current sale of the ROG Ally as standing now?
I
Like,
think it's
what
around the
are
same
they-
price.
are-
So I
are
guess
they-
it's around the same
no,
price.
No, sorry, unit sales. Like, how much? Have they
Oh,
sold?
we
How
don't
much
know,
has,
bro. I don't even know if they
basic-
even cracked 4 million, bro. I don't even think they cracked 4
You know what I
3
mean?
million. I don't think it cracked any of that shit.
Do you know what I
Only
mean? So
cracked
like,
1 million,
I don't.
bro.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
Let's see if I can find information on that.
The
See if I can
partnership-
find something now.
the partnership makes more sense than them actually making the device themselves.
I think so too.
I think that's what
I agree.
Because the R&D alone is like that shit alone will make people lose a lot of jobs. People lose a lot of jobs.
I don't
So,
know.
I mean, so, like,
I don't know
I
how
don't know, man. I
accurate
can't
is this, but they're saying apparently it did 500K its first month that it dropped, but we don't know how much after that though. But I did read all PC handhelds was like a crazy small amount, including the Steam Deck. PC handhelds.
Yeah, I think
sales
AMD
Yeah,
had
the
put
Steam
those
Deck
numbers.
The
thing did,
Steam
like,
Deck is
4
only
million.
through Steam, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, that
you
is
can't buy
true.
Steam
You
Deck anywhere
can't-
else.
You can't
Steam
even
Deck
go
in
to
the
the store, yeah.
And Steam
Yeah.
Deck sold 4 million, I think, just through Steam alone.
Okay, so this is the story. I found it. They're saying PC handhelds have sold 6 million to date, all combined, and Steam Deck has 4 million of them.
Yeah,
4
yeah.
million of
damn.
them.
It's a niche product.
So
Nobody's
the
not a lot of people are
Lenovo,
gonna buy these things.
the ROG, and whatever else is available, the MSI Claw or whatever the fuck that shit called, is all Steam Deck is towering over every single one of them.
I mean, it's a recognizable brand. Steam is a very recognizable brand. Even if you can only get it through Steam, they're the biggest name in PC gaming.
Yeah, but
Loki, they should have put it on the store
what
shelves.
do you
I think it
mean
would do
comparing
I think it would do a little better if it was on the store shelves as well, but they don't put it on store shelves.
The crazy thing about it is that I see that I don't think it would make as much of a difference as you think.
You don't think it sells a
because-
couple of million?
No,
Extra if it's on a Walmart, it's a little Walmart. You know what I
The
mean?
reason why is because the Steam Deck, you only know about the Steam Deck because you're going to get it from a specific place that's told you about this item. No one else told you about it. It hasn't advertised anywhere, so everyone that bought a Steam Deck knew they were going to buy. They weren't impulse bought. They didn't impulse buy a Steam Deck.
Yeah, you know
They
about the
didn't need it.
product. Yeah.
All those other products are in store. So those sales in store would be upsells from sales associates, impulse buys themselves. So it's not that much. And if you're going to be doing that, you don't know about the Steam Deck enough to invest into it. So like over here, like Curry's, which is like the Best Buy equivalent, or like electronic stores, that we have the MSI on display. We have the ROG on display. We have the Lenovo that's on display in various places that you can get from, and people don't buy it because they're just expensive. Steam Deck is really cheap for the device that it is. It's really cheap.
Yeah. You know what?
And then
And
look
they
at the
probably could do that because they probably save a lot more money on logistics, having it more of an order-based system, right?
Exactly.
So more of an order-based system, so they could kind of control how much they make and stuff like that. It's not like they make a whole bunch and they're shipping it around to every fucking store, leaving it wait there, right? So it's more control doing it this way. Making it so they probably profit more money doing it this way. It's a more safer bet. Just we make the amount as like how we order it. Like, you know what I mean? Like we don't go crazy and
this
just
is
pack the
not
store shelf
sitting
with
in
it.
a warehouse.
Yeah, exactly.
None of Steam marketing of the Steam Deck was to convince you to buy it. None of it was.
No, if you
They
want
just
it, you
knew-
want it.
You want it exactly.
Yeah,
Like, they don't need to
yeah. I
convince
did.
no
I
one.
did like that. I did like that.
You specifically went for a Steam because that's what you wanted to buy. Like, you don't need this, like, oh, compare this and compare that, all that sort of shit that everyone else has to do. People will know what a Steam Deck is and they bought a Steam Deck. That's it. Like, the Lenovo, you got people like doing this, all the types of shit that you could do as a mouse. You got the fucking ROG and all the other shit. They don't have to do it, and it's really cheap. It was like $2.99 when it launched over here, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, everyone wanted one. They sold out like crazy because of the price alone. I can play my Steam library, like, from a fucking $299 device. Everyone bought one that could get one at the time. They were sold out for months.
Yeah, the Steam Deck was hard to get at first.
Yeah,
Oh
shit was
my
popular.
God, it was
Honestly,
so
yeah,
hard,
a lot of people like who were part of that ecosystem wanted one. Like shit, I wanted one right away, bro. I got that shit. You know what I mean? And I think that's pretty much it. Like, Gamescom did happen, but nothing popped off. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. We ain't gonna waste your time going over some of them games over there. All them games were
the
booty
biggest
cheeks.
game at Gamescom was the Lego Batman for me.
And Resident Evil, right? And Resident Evil Requiem.
For me, Evil show was trash. They ain't even show nothing.
For me,
yeah, I'm not even. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even super gassed for that, bro. Like, it looks like a game I would enjoy.
After was cool,
Yeah.
but that showing at Gamescom was not it.
Yeah, there's at least 15 minutes of the gameplay out there.
That's the only
Yeah,
game I
showing
care
like
about
third person and first person.
I know it's gonna be a good game, but it's like you're saying, J-Man, like, obviously it's a new character, something we're unfamiliar with. What they showed of us didn't really blow our socks out the window type shit, but you know what I mean. But I think it's gonna turn out good though. I do think Requiem is gonna turn out.
No, I think it's gonna be a great game.
It's gonna turn out to be a good game when it's all said and done.
I do like that it's a character that's like she really is shook. Like, she's scared as hell of the thing that's chasing her around. I think
the animations look a little.
Like,
the animations look a little funny when she was running away, all that fake falling and shit.
It did.
That looked a little funny. I ain't gonna lie.
It was a little bit. They did too much with it. They got to like tone it back.
Yeah, they have to tone it down.
Believable.
No, it looked a little. No, it looked a little bit goofy.
Every 3 seconds.
Yeah, every second, like, hey, yo, bro, you're not even in the woods. You're on even ground. Like, it doesn't even make sense. It didn't even make sense.
That'd be Kofi, bro, if he was running from that thing.
My nigga, I'll be all 2 feet sprinting. No slipping.
This man be tripping.
No
slipping.
slipping.
No slipping. Just running like how you run in your dreams.
I know, it's like a weird. Yeah, it was like a weird run. It did catch my eye. Like, the run was fucking weird. Like, y'all could tone that down a little bit. Yeah, y'all could tone it down.
Get up and run, man.
And I guess another notable thing to mention is, I guess the Black Myth is not just a single title, but it's a series.
Nice.
It's a series. So pretty much a new Black Myth. It's called Zoikui. I don't even know how to pronounce that, bro. I fuck all that shit. I fuck all that shit all the way up.
Kofi, don't even try.
Zoikui.
Yeah, I don't even know how to pronounce that shit, bro. I'm gonna fuck it up. But yeah, a new Black Myth is coming. It's probably not coming anytime soon. But then again, you never know. These Chinese mans, they work different, bro. So shit, that might come out next year, bro. They might come out next year, bro. You don't even know. But yeah,
crazy.
Yes, sir. All right, so let me read this last super chat. Let's get the fuck out of here, man. Let's go to bed, man. It's late. This one's from Papa John's with another. Papa John's been making it rain up here. Nobody else. Shout out to Papa John's, bro. The rest of y'all, the best y'all could do is at least hit the fucking like button, bro. See, that's why we don't don't worry, bro. We'll be back in like 2 months, nigga. New Black Myth game. Y'all not hype? Yo, we were just talking about it. Look, I never finished the first one, brother. It's still on the list.
Same.
It's on the list of games to play, bro. I never finished the first one.
That was Steam game of the year right there.
Which game?
Huh?
Wukong.
Nah, not the game of the year.
That was your game of the year?
Only
No,
guy
Shit
who
ran
liked
like
that
ass
game.
at
He
launch.
was the only one I know who liked it.
It's a good game, but they gotta improve the combat.
My game of the year was
Just having the
Helldivers.
stick was crazy.
Yo, sorry to say that.
Sure.
What was that?
Yeah.
2024?
Bro, Helldivers is
last year-
fire, bro.
Last year.
Yeah, last year.
I think mine was mine was Silent Hill 2. Definitely. I love
Yes,
it.
sir.
It was fire. That game was fire.
Real Bono.
It-
Yes, sir.
It definitely wouldn't have been Astrobot. I can't believe Astrobot won game of the year.
Oh, you bugging? That's my game of the year. Astrobot was fire.
You and like 40 other people. I mean, that's fine.
Hey,
I mean,
That's
a lot of
cool.
people still upset.
No,
about it.
listen. I'm not. I'm sure the game is great. If it came to PC, I would buy it and I would play it, but it's not on PC. So I love platformers. So
What
What
was
game
that
should have
little
won it
laugh
instead?
right there?
What game should have won it instead?
I said my game of the year was Helldivers.
Oh no! From the awards, I mean, from the nominations.
Well, I don't even remember the nominations of that joint, bro.
Exactly.
I don't even remember, bro.
I could look it up.
I don't remember.
Exactly.
24.
Exactly.
Give me a second. Okay, here they are. Here they are.
Metaphor. Rebirth. I think Rebirth could have won.
Oh
it.
yeah,
I would.
I would.
I still gotta finish that, bro.
It was
Astrobot.
Astrobot. It was
Astrobot's fire. Astrobot's fire.
It was Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth, Rebirth, Metaphor, and Elden Ring: Shadow of the Erd Tree.
Oh, she should have won, bro. That show's fire.
First of all, that was DLC. They should have included Helldivers in there. But whatever.
I agree. I agree.
Sorry, man. But why do you think they included it?
Because they're retarded.
Here we go. Here we go.
Okay. Why do you think they included it, Mets? Why do you think they
They're sucking that Miyazaki dick. That's why they're
retarded. They're fucking retarded.
Okay. All right. Okay, cool.
I mean, listen. Like, does anybody even trust the Game Awards anyway? Like,
I fuck with it. I enjoy watching. I ain't gonna lie. I enjoy watching it every year, bro. I watch it for the trailers too. I watch it for. No, I don't care because like it doesn't really affect me. I like watching people get outraged over it, but like everyone's game of the year is gonna be personal to whatever they played, bro. It might not even be on that list. You know what I mean? So that's like okay, like niggas like me and us, like we too mature to cry about some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like I watch it for, like Jamie said, like obviously the new reveals, because usually I will give him credit. He does bring some at least a 1-2 bangers there, you know, in terms of game reveals. So.
No, I enjoy it as a show. I just think in terms of the award.
Yeah, I don't really care who wins or loses.
I think it's bullshit.
I don't care who wins or loses, to be honest. It's irrelevant to me.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't care either because I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think Rebirth should have got it. In honesty, like I surprisingly enjoyed Rebirth way more than I expected to. So I enjoyed it.
You like Rebirth?
I loved it because I turned off. I didn't turn off my brain. What I did was I wanted to enjoy the story. From what the only part that I didn't like was the fact that they missed out Sid's Rocket Town. That's it, and that's the only part they really missed out. And that's what.
They didn't do the Rocket Town thing.
I think because you can't play a Sid. You can't play a Sid in the game.
Yeah, if anything, it might be in the next one. But
yeah, absolutely, because he's in the game from a story perspective, but he's not.
Right.
You just don't play Rocket Town. And other than that, I fucking enjoyed the story. The story was great. Like. You saw so much backstories from characters, and you got immersed in the characters, like the way how the chemistry through everyone, and I enjoyed that. I wanted the adventure, and I enjoyed the adventure. I wasn't going to be critiquing about all the other ways, but I was surprised, man. I enjoyed it, so I can't wait for the next one.
Like the Red 13 section when you get his backstory and all of that. That shit was dope.
So they do the Red 13 section, but they don't do the Rocket Town section.
Because you know what, I'll be honest, the game's fairly long. Surprisingly, with all the stuff
it's long as fuck.
That's my point, though.
Jamie played that shit for 6 months, bro. That nigga played that shit for 6 months, bro.
He's not alone.
Yeah, and the thing about it is like the game done a lot of good things, like a lot of subtle things that I thought was really that you don't get from the original game. Like you find that there's a part in when you just finish Calm and you go to Jenon, and you hear Eris is in the room with someone. It sounds like a little boy, and you're like, what the fuck's that? But then Red 13 walks out. He just walks out. And you think, well, someone else is in the room. But then as you get older, as you progress through the game, you realize that Red 13's just been hiding his kid's voice because he's a kid. Yep. He's like 13 years old. Because
wait. So Red 13 got like a little boy's voice?
He's a kid. He's a small. But you don't get these.
That's funny. That's funny.
You don't get these things from the actual from the original game.
The original game, right?
Yeah. So when you encounter him, he's like, "Oh, my name's Red 13, blah 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 blah. I'm the protector of the fish." But the moment he goes back to Cosmo Canyon, he's a kid again because he's around his people. Like, and everyone's like, "What the fuck? Why you sound like that? Like, what's going on here?"
That's nice.
So it's good, man. There's a lot of things that people
that's interesting.
Had like just ignored because it's not turn based. The combat's like this, the combat's like that. There's a lot of things that the game done that people don't give it credit for. And when I was enjoying it for what it was, a lot of stuff just came to light, and it was really really good. And then I played the original version again, and it made me enjoy it more because the character dynamics is very much the same. and I was seeing little things that I didn't realize even when I was playing it. The amount of times that I did. Like Barrett's a fucking funny character. But in the original, when you play the new game, he's funny. But when you play the old game again, you realize when he was being funny in how he was written back in the old game. The game's good, man. It's a really good game.
They give you more context to the character and all of that.
Yeah, play. If you haven't played it, Meds, play the game based on what you want to take from it.
I refuse, brother.
He wants a complete. He wants a complete edition of all parts.
Everybody.
Everybody
who knows me knows that I've been against this whole shit from the beginning.
He wants all the parts in one shot.
Yeah, I was too until I actually played Remake, and I changed my mind. I was like, okay,
yeah, but you're a cuck though. After all three parts are I'll pirate all three and I'll play them.
Oh my god.
Meds was boycotting it because it wasn't on Xbox. We know who you are.
I'm not I'm a PC guy. You know that.
Yeah, you an Xbox refugee.
Actually, that's not true. That's not even remotely true. But anyway, I just refuse to buy a game 3 times that was one game before, and that's why I'm just not gonna give them any money for it.
You play that shit all at once, you're not even gonna get. You're not beating.
Hey, Meds, you know
that's a year full of content. That's a year full of content, Jamie, right there, bro.
Easily.
You lost all your Jesus points and good credits because of Bleeding Edge, right? So you know people can't take your opinions seriously.
Bro, listen. One night, I hear what you're saying. I hear where you're coming from, but you're acting as if I was like, "Oh, Bleeding Edge is amazing," and it's the game.
That's what they do. You don't know that? That's what they do, brother. You say one little thing that they gas you up. Tony love doing that to me, bro. Say one little thing, they'll be like, "That's your game of the year, bro. That's the game that you love, bro."
Yo. This nigga said Donkey Kong was addicting and it took him 8 months to beat the game, bro.
Yo, you keep on adding time, bro. You keep on adding time. Stop adding time, bro. Keep fucking adding time, bro.
Yeah,
bro. You keep fucking adding time,
bro.
Bro, I got a life, bro. I got a life. All right, yo, real quick. One thing before we get the fuck out of here, I want to talk about this real quick. I want to talk about something real quick so we can fucking get out of here. Kirby Air Riders, just real quick. This is like a 5-second conversation. Are we copping or are we out of there?
We are not copping.
We are not copping.
I'm out of there.
This nigga, you right next to Yoshi on the island, bro. Niggas is not on that.
I'm by myself. I guess I'm copping by myself. All right, that's all I needed to know, bro. That's all I needed to know.
You know why? Yo, Tony, that is we play once or twice, and that's on the shelf bacon.
Facts.
Bacon.
That's the game Kofi tells you to play, but never plays with you.
Is it 6 So wait, is it 6 is it a 6-man race?
I don't even know, bro. Like it didn't look too bad. I think I'm gonna cop it. I think I'm gonna hold it down. I'm gonna see what it's about. You know, what else am I gonna play on the Switch? There's no fucking Metro release date, so this will be my next Switch game still.
Oh, isn't there? Fuck.
That's just gonna be December, bro, for sure.
Yeah, we haven't got a release date yet, so we all waiting for that Metroid Prime 4 release date. That shit about to be a banger, bro. They drop nothing but bangers. That shit about to be a hit. That shit about to be a huge banger right there.
Yeah, I would say I'm gonna wait for, you can jump off the ledge, buy it, tell us if it's a great game. But you were in the DMs hyping on that Donkey Kong game a little too much.
Nigga,
talking about
you came back. Oh my god, sorry, I never said that. You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about?
I'm gonna buy this game of the year.
I never said that. You see, Mad, you see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about?
Buy the game.
You see what I'm talking about? I never said none of that too. They put a sauce on it. They put a sauce on it.
It's a game.
They put a sauce on it.
Jesus.
It's an alright game.
It's a great game. I said it's a great game. Not amazing. It's a great game. It's a great game. All right, yo, let's wrap up, man. We've been here for too long, bro. I know y'all boys potted for 4 or 5 hours. I'm fucking tired as fuck, bro. I don't know y'all do that,
We've been here for 2.5 hours, dude.
Yo, I don't know how y'all do that, bro. Y'all do it different. Yo, the new game, J-Man, we not built for the new game, bro. Like, the new game is 5-hour pods, 6-hour pods, bro. I can't do it, bro. I'm not built for it,
Maybe if it was on the weekend, but not after a day.
Even on the weekend, bro. My God, it's 5 hours, 6. Like, I'm not hating about, like, damn, bro. I don't can't think, do it, bro.
I don't think podcasts shouldn't be like that anymore in this landscape, man.
No, but that's the meta right now. You don't know that's not the meta? That's the meta right now, bro. The meta is like long ass podcasts. Niggas don't want no short shit no more. Niggas want 3-hour pods minimum.
No, but they're just therapy
That's
sessions
true.
now, man.
That's
They're
actually
just
true.
Therapy sessions,
Yeah,
bro.
yo,
Nah,
yo,
you know
we
what
see
it
every
is?
podcast is fucking 3 to 4 or 5 hours long, bro. Like now, bro. Like it's crazy. I
You
don't
know what it is, Kofi, is that people, they have jobs, and while they're at work, and
Yeah, they want to listen to. Yeah, they want to listen
hold
through
on.
all
wanna-
the way.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
They're leaky. You're fucking lying. Blaze did not have Jack me for 15 hours, bro. Don't do
15
that. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. I know you fucking lying, bro. Don't do that, bro. Please.
Yo,
But
but
it be
Jack be potted from his bed, bro. That nigga be on his bed in his sheets.
That's
and
true,
shit, bro.
that's
Nigga,
true.
nigga be potted
He
from his
was
bed.
busted.
Nigga sleeping while podding. Yo, that nigga dedicated. Shut that nigga.
And he unemployed. He don't gotta go to work the next day.
Bro,
Yeah.
yo, I've honestly, the sweet spot to me, honestly, is fucking 1.5 to 2 hours. That's like 2 hours on the high, bro. We went over. We haven't potted in a while, so we went far today. But 1.5 to 2 hours is like the sweet spot for me, bro.
Shit about
Like,
gaming, because a lot of shit get rehashed in gaming podcasts. so,
exactly,
like, I
exactly.
don't
Yeah,
know how
but the
you
thing
can
is
do
that
more than 2
people
hours.
will still listen though. But the thing is, it wasn't because you've been away for a while. It's because there's fucking 6 of us here today, bro.
Yeah, it's a lot more people. Yeah,
Yeah,
usually it's
so
less
a lot
people,
more
less
opinions. It
lots
goes
more
longer.
opinions.
Yeah,
too,
that's true. That's true.
yeah.
Blaze got
yeah.
Jack me win a 360 deal? Come on, man. This is sounding crazy.
Bond showed me what them checks was looking like. I see why he was be buying.
Man spilling the tea now. Man disclosing information now. You don't give a fuck no more, bro. You disclosing that.
Why even
$700 a month? I'm potting as long as you need me.
Is that not against NDA, bro?
What else you need? I'm in the Discord, everything.
All right, yo, I'm tired, bro. I want to go even get a snack. It's fucking 10. I'm hungry too, bro. It's just
Gonna make some chicken
You hear
nuggets.
that, bro? You
I might
hear
put
that
some chicken
crypto
nuggets.
Blaze? Don't lie,
I
bro.
might put some chicken nuggets in the air fryer and go to fucking bed, bro.
Niggas.
Some chicken nuggets, bro.
Chicken niggas. What?
I said chicken nuggets. What did I say? I said chicken
You said
nuggets.
chicken. You said chicken niggas.
That's what I said? That's what I said? Yo, I'm tired, bro. Allow me, bro. That's what I said? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's wild, bro. I'm tired. Let me breathe, bro. Like, I'm tired, bro.
Don't forget a little crypto money, and this how he start acting towards his people.
I'm tired,
I
bro.
get
I'm
it.
tired,
Never
bro.
eat in a coffee house.
No nuggies.
That's what I said?
No nuggies.
Bro, I'm tired, bro.
gonna eat
Yeah, I'm
at
slurring my
Kofi's
words,
house,
bro.
bro.
I'm slurring my words at this point, bro. I'm tired, bro. Allow me, bro. Allow me.
Bro, I'm crying.
Oh man, but we're gonna get out of here, man. It was a good podcast. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the conversation. We be having some of the best conversations here, bro. You know what I mean? All we ask is for y'all to hit the like button, man. I saw a man write a comment, yo, we be hitting the crypto play, so they ain't even trying to super chat over here no more, bro. That's fucking crazy. Tony be hitting the place, bro. Not me. Tony be hitting the place, not me, bro. I'm getting cooked. So go ahead and send that. But hit the like button.
Kofi wrote
Hit the
them
like
for like
button. Kofi would say
$8,
he's
10 minutes
stealing the
before the
plays.
podcast.
Go ahead and hit the like button. That's all I need, bro. That's all I require, man. The like button's looking right. We might come back next week. If the like button is not looking right, we will see you guys. We'll see you guys sometime later, bro. I don't know when, but we'll see you guys sometime later. Anyways, with that being said, we're gonna get the fuck out of here and have a good night, man. Y'all take it easy. Be safe. Peace.
Bruce.